Now, the greatest radio shows of all time.
Suspense.
The Shadow Node.
Washington calling David Harding, counter-spy.
Classic Radio Theater.
The Great Gildersleeve.
Fibber McGee and Molly.
Dragnet. Gunsmoke.
The Lone Ranger.
Now, step back into a time machine with your host, Wyatt Cox.
Good evening, friends of the Inner Sanctum.
We're going to go to the movies mostly on this Wednesday with episodes of the Lux Radio Theater and an adaptation of Now Voyager starring Bette Davis, and Gregory Peck will join her in this adaptation from 1946. The Old Gold Comedy Theater adaptation of A Girl, a Guy, and a Gob that was produced by Harold Lloyd, who also hosts the Old Gold Comedy Theater, and it stars the original movie stars, George Murphy and Lucille Ball. And we'll wrap it up with an episode of Suspense, and while The Man Who Went Back to Save Lincoln did not air in the, was not in the theaters, it was originally broadcast on The Mysterious Traveler, written by Robert A. Arthur, and it was redone in Suspense in 1962, and starring Court Benson. And we'll wrap it all up with another movie adaptation, more or less, but the characters of Claudia and David did appear on the silver screen, but we will hear Catherine Bard and Paul Crabtree as Claudia and David, and that's all coming up today. On this Wednesday, you know what that means. This is the 11th day of February, 42nd day of the year, 323 days left in 2026. The first hospital in the U.S. opened in Pennsylvania Hospital in 1752. In 1790, the Religious Society of Friends, the Quakers, petitioned Congress for the abolition of slavery. The first session of the Senate opened to the public on this date in 1794, and in 1808, anthracite coal was first burned as fuel experimentally. Robert Fulton in 1809 patented the steamboat. 1812, Massachusetts Governor Elbridge gerrymandered for the first time. And in 1861, the House unanimously passed a resolution guaranteeing non-interference with slavery in any state. A sit-down strike ended on this date in 1937 when GM recognized the United Auto Workers Union. In 1939, a Lockheed P-38 flew from California to New York in 7 hours and 2 minutes. Some airports, it takes you longer than that now to get your luggage once you've landed. In 1941, the first gold record presented to Glenn Miller for the Chattanooga Choo Choo. And in 1943, General Eisenhower selected to command the Allied armies in Europe. 10 years later, President Eisenhower refused a clemency appeal for atomic spies Ethel and Julius Rosenberg. Public opinion was not with the president on this, but there was enough evidence to get the conviction, and as such, they were executed. Soviet Union broke up diplomatic relations with Israel on this date in 1953, and it was on this date in 1965, Beatle Ringo Starr married Maureen Cox, no relation, in London. Starr described the bedlam outside his apartment after the wedding and what he had hoped for his honeymoon.
The house is surrounded by teenagers at the moment. You just can't get out.
Yeah, well, we didn't think it would be, you see. We expected, because the wedding went so smoothly, you know, and we quietly, and we get down here and sort of have a honeymoon and sort of, you know, have a good time, but everyone's found out, so that's finished.
The marriage lasted 10 years. Starr and Cox would divorce in 1975. The Israeli-Jordanian border clashes resumed with a fury in 1968. In 1973, the first release of American prisoners of war from Vietnam took place. Just prior to his sentencing on this date in 1988, Jason Landon made a public apology for his role in the Howard Beach incident.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Griffith, for your senseless loss. I'm sorry, Mom and Dad, that your lives and hopes have been so violently turned around.
Landone sentenced to 5 to 15 years in jail. He was one of a group of white teenagers who on December 20th, 1986, assaulted 3 black men. In 1990, Nelson Mandela, political prisoner for 27 years, freed from prison outside Cape Town, South Africa.
Today, the majority of South Africans, black and white, recognize that apartheid has no future.
Nelson Mandela on this date in 1990. Space Shuttle Discovery launched on this date in 1997 to service the Hubble Space Telescope. It was on this date in 2006, Vice President Dick Cheney accidentally shot Harry Whittington in the face while they were hunting together. At a White House briefing, spokesman Scott McClellan barraged by reporters' questions about the hunting accident. Most wanted to know how it could happen on a Saturday, not word of it not getting out until Sunday. McClellan repeatedly asked when the president learned of the accident and if the vice president personally spoke with him.
When did the president know that the vice president was the shooter? What time?
Again, there's additional information coming in that night, and the details continue to come in throughout the morning into the Sunday morning time period.
The vice president did not call the president to tell him he was the shooter?
Suzanne, go ahead.
It was an absolute mess. The Cheneys are not a good bunch of people. I'm sorry. Pope Benedict XVI did what no other pope had done in more than half a millennium. He resigned. The decision, first announced during a morning meeting of Vatican cardinals, New York Cardinal Timothy Dolan expressed his admiration for the Pope.
I just always admired him as a scholar, as a priest, as a holy man. And now my admiration for him is even higher because of his humility.
Benedict was concerned about his health. The 85-year-old pontiff, succeeded by Pope Francis. Pope Benedict passed away in December of 2022 at the age of 95. In 2017, North Korea test-fired a ballistic missile across the Sea of Japan, and the nation is still there. If they shot it across the Gulf of America, it would be solid glass about now, don't you know? Okay, among those who passed away on this date in history, Whitney Houston, and her fans are still sad.
It just took me by shock, my favorite singer dying, dead. Who would ever thought?
It's just devastating that she's gone. She's one of the greatest singers of all time.
Whitney Houston passing away on this date back in 2012. Vic Damone, a wonderful singer. Peter Benchley, hilarious author. Roger Vadim, the director. Actor Don Porter. Remember him as the dad in Hazel. William Conrad passing away on this date. Marshall Matt Dillon, wonderful radio actor. Good television actor, but his radio work spectacular. Actress Eleanor Powell, actor Lee J. Cobb, and French philosopher René Descartes. Birthdays on this date include, those who are no longer with us, include Thomas Alva Edison.
When I look around at the resources of the electrical field today, I feel that I would be glad to begin again my work as an electrician, an inventor, and we veterans can only urge upon our successors, the younger followers of Franklin and of Kelvin, to realize the measure of their opportunities and to rise to the height of their responsibilities in this day of electricity.
An excerpt of a speech he made at a 1908 electrical show. Edison, Thomas Alva Edison, born on this date. Max Baer Sr., born on this date. Joseph L. Mankiewicz, the director. Author Sidney Sheldon. Actress Ebba Gabor Darling. Leslie Nielsen, who went from being such a good, heavy actor, serious actor, to such a wonderful comedic actor. And he did it so deadpan, that you wondered if he knew he was being funny. Leslie Nielsen, born on this date. Panamanian General Manuel Noriega, musician Gene Vincent, actor Burt Reynolds, Boris Pickett, Bobby Pickett, the Monster Mash, lyricist Jerry Goffin, and, Sergio Mendez. What wonderful music. All of those folks born on this date in history, they are now performing on another stage.
Hi, this is Jeff Foxworthy. It is now time for the birthday announcements. The following people are now officially older than dirt.
The last survivor of Gilligan's Island, Tina Louise, 92 years old today. She was always sad. And I don't know if she was mad or just sad that her role on that show was not what she had hoped it would be. Catherine Hicklin from One Life to Live is 70. Sheryl Crow, all she wants to do is have some fun. She is 64 years old today. Martial artist and performer in UFC, WWE, TNA, where he became a National Wrestling Alliance World Heavyweight Champion, Ken Shamrock, 62 years of age today, and we will remember him for a long time. You believed him when he got mad. He could shoot fight. He could. Let's see. Turning 62 today also is Sarah Palin.
They say the difference between a hockey mom and a pit bull? Lipstick.
If she had been running with somebody who wasn't just presidential candidate because it was his turn, I think she'd have been a pretty good vice president. Sarah Palin, 62 today. From Friends, Jennifer Aniston is 57.
This one? You're so sweet. You're like a little clearance puppy. Hello, puppy.
From the movie Marley and Me, Jennifer Aniston, 57. From Homeland, Damian Lewis is 55.
I'm more alone now than I was at the bottom of that hole in Iraq.
Damian Lewis, 55 today. Linkin Park lead man Mike Shinoda is 49. Singer Brandy, 47 today. From Boy Meets World, Matthew Lawrence, 46. From Destiny's Child, Kelly Rowland is 45. From Game of Thrones, Natalie Dormer is 44. And from Twilight, Taylor Lautner is 34.
I know what he did to you. But Bella, I won't ever hurt you. I promise.
From Twilight, Taylor Lautner is 34. Those just a few of the people celebrating the 11th day of February as their birthday. If this happens to be your birthday.
Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Professor B's digestive aid works. Ask the people who've tried it. Go to profbees.com to find out how these two simple ingredients have made it possible for people to deal without stomach pain. That's Professor B's digestive aid at profbees.com. I could tell you a lot about it, but the best thing I can suggest you do is go to profbees.com. Links in the show notes, links at classicradio.stream. And if you like it and you want to try it, there is a guarantee. Use promo code Wyatt, W-Y-A-T-T, to support the podcast and also save 10%. Profbees.com, promo code Wyatt. Your gut deserves all the help it can get. ProfessorBees.com. Profbees.com. We'll go to the movies coming up next with Bette Davis and Gregory Peck.
Demetrius and the Gladiators, the continuation of The Robe, the greatest story of love and faith in the history of entertainment, in CinemaScope, starring Victor Mature, Susan Hayward. See 20th Century Fox's Demetrius and the Gladiators in CinemaScope.
Now a 1942 motion picture, as it was broadcast on the Lux Radio Theater 80 years ago. Set February 11th, 1946, the Lux Radio Theater adaptation of Now Voyager, starring Bette Davis and Gregory Peck.
Lux presents Hollywood. The Lux Radio Theater brings you Bette Davis and Gregory Peck in Now Voyager. Ladies and gentlemen, your producer, Mr. William Keeley.
Greetings from Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen. The title of tonight's play comes from two lines by Walt Whitman, suggesting that to find life's riches, one must often have the courage to search far afield. To little Bette Davis, when I first knew her in New York, Hollywood must have seemed a distant and unlikely destination. But Bette had spunk as well as talent. She came, she saw, she conquered. And in Warner Brothers' great dramatic hit, Now Voyager, she conquered not only Hollywood, but the hearts of all America. Bette appears tonight in her original screen role as the woman who sacrifices everything for love. And co-starred with her is another favorite of ours, and yours, Gregory Peck, whose early reappearance was requested, I might say demanded, in so many welcome letters. Letters which have been so helpful in our selection of plays and casts. One letter from our audience tells us a story that I'd like to pass along to you. It's from Mrs. Edith Park of San Antonio, who says, I am 68 years old today, and 54 years ago, I started crocheting an Afghan. I worked on it off and on and finally finished it, and it was in constant use for years. When it finally stretched out of shape, I couldn't bear to destroy it. So I unraveled the yarn, wound it on skeins, and washed it in Lux Flakes. It came out soft and beautiful, so nice you'd almost think I bought it today. I'm so delighted, I wanted to let everybody know about it. Thanks so much for Lux Flakes. Thanks so much to you, Mrs. Park. And may I offer our belated but happiest birthday wishes. The lights of our theater are dimmed, and here's the first act of Now Voyager, starring Bette Davis as Charlotte Vale and Gregory Peck as Jerry Durrance, with Joseph Kearns as Dr. Jackwith and Janet Scott as Mrs. Vale.
Untold want by life and land ne'er granted. Now Voyager, sail thou forth to seek and find. I heard those words for the first time over a year ago from Dr. Jackwith in my room at his sanitarium. I knew what he meant. I had been there 3 months, and now I was ready to leave. I seemed to be well again, but how could he be sure? How could I be sure? I wonder what Dr. Jackwith thought of me the day Lisa, my sister, brought him to our house. I remember the way he stood in the drawing room, smiling at me so gently. I, in my low-heeled shoes and my glasses, fat and dull and sullen, not trusting myself to speak, and my mother. It was not Mother's idea to bring Dr. Jackwith to see me. Mother believed only in strength, never in weakness. What was it she said that day? Oh, yes. She said, I'm ashamed of you, Charlotte.
I'm ashamed of you, Charlotte. It was Lisa's suggestion to bring Dr. Jackwith here, not mine. Your sister says that your recent peculiarities, your fits of crying, indicate that you're on the verge of a nervous breakdown. Is that what you're trying to achieve? Well, Charlotte, has the cat got your tongue?
Mother, please.
Be quiet, Lisa. Charlotte, Dr. Jackwith has a sanatorium in Vermont, I believe. Probably one of those places with a high wire fence and yowling inmates.
Oh, Mrs. Vale, I wouldn't want anyone to have that mistaken notion. Well, Cascade is just a place in the country. People come there when they're tired.
The very word, psychiatry. Charlotte, doesn't it fill you with shame?
There's nothing shameful in my work, Mrs. Vale, or frightening, or anything else. You see, Miss Charlotte, people walk along a road. They come to a fork in the road. They're confused. They don't know which way to take. I just put up a signpost saying, not that way, this way.
Well, Charlotte, would you like Dr. Jackwith to point the way for you?
I'm going upstairs.
Charlotte, come back here at once.
Please don't. I'd like to speak to her alone. Excuse me. Oh, Miss Charlotte, will you wait, please?
Yes, Dr. Jackwith.
Miss Charlotte, I wondered if I might ask you a favor. Will you be nice enough to show me around this house? One doesn't often get a chance to view the Vale residence.
Very well, Dr. Jack.
Thank you.
Here is the room in which I was born. My mother's room.
It's a fine room. But I'd rather see what your room is like.
I'm not your patient yet, Doctor.
Well, nobody thinks you ever will be. But, of course, if you'd rather not.
It's on the floor above. When I was 17, I stayed out once until after midnight. That creaky step hasn't been fixed since.
I'm not sure I know what you mean.
My mother heard it. This way, Doctor. I keep my door locked. Make a note of it, Doctor. Significant, isn't it?
Well, it signifies it's your door. I've never heard it said that a woman's home is not her castle.
My castle, Doctor.
Well, you're comfortable here, aren't you?
I try to be. I'm here a good part of the time.
Mm-hmm. Hello, what's this over here? Work table?
Yes.
Ivory carving. Did you make this cigarette box?
Why shouldn't I?
The point is how you could. I have a very real admiration for people who are clever with their hands. I was always very clumsy with my own.
I would say that you're one of the least clumsy persons I've ever known.
Oh, you wouldn't happen to have a cigarette hidden away someplace, would you?
Do you think I hide cigarettes in my room?
Oh, no. I meant...
Where do I hide them, Doctor? On the shelves behind the books? Cigarettes and medicated sherry and novels my mother would never allow me to read?
Oh, please, it was only the box that reminded me.
Oh, how very perceiving you are. How very right you are. You see, I was about to hide this album. You really should look at it, though. It wouldn't do for you to come all the way up here and miss your amusement. Look at it, Doctor. The intimate journal of Miss Charlotte Vale, spinster.
Oh, dear. Won't anything convince you that I don't wish to pry?
Oh, but you must pry. I insist that you do. Here's the record of my last trip abroad with my mother. You wouldn't have known me then. I was 20 then, and I was in love.
Oh, Miss Vale.
Oh, don't be embarrassed. I'm not. Here's his picture. I'd never met a man like Leslie before. I'd hardly ever met a man. Mother saw to that. Leslie loved me. He wanted to marry me. But he wasn't suitable, my mother said. What man is suitable, Doctor? She's never found one. What man would ever say to me, I want you? Look at me. I'm fat. My mother disapproves of the foul durals of diet. Look at my shoes. My mother approves of sensible shoes. Look at my glasses. You'll never get another pair of eyes, my mother says. Look at the books on my shelves. My mother approves of good, solid books. I am my mother's well-loved daughter. I am my mother's companion. I am my mother's servant. My mother says, my mother, my mother.
Yeah. Now. Look up here. You'll never get another pair of eyes, as your mother says, if you spoil them with tears.
Oh, Dr. Jackwith, when you were talking downstairs, when you talked about the fork in the road, there are other forks further along the road. So many.
Yes. Put away your book and come downstairs. I'll go ahead.
Well, Doctor, it's just as I said, isn't it? Just nonsense.
Mrs. Vale.
Charlotte's no more ill than a molting canary. Of course, she's my youngest, you know. The child of my age. My ugly duckling. I suppose it's true that all late children are mocked.
Often such children are not wanted. That can mock them.
Dr. Jackwith, are you telling me that
I've been trying to tell you that your daughter is seriously ill, thanks to you.
Thanks to me?
If you had deliberately and maliciously planned to destroy your daughter's life, you couldn't have done it more completely.
How? By having exercised a mother's rights.
Oh, a mother's rights, twaddle. A child has rights. To discover her own mistakes, to make her own way, to grow and blossom in her own particular soil.
Are you getting into botany, Doctor? Are we flowers?
I'm trying to help your daughter. I suggest a few weeks at Cascade.
I spent 3 months at Cascade. Outwardly, Dr. Jackwith worked a miracle. I had lost weight. I was looking better. My hands were steady. Inwardly, I didn't know. And then came that morning when Dr. Jackwith told me I could leave.
Well, the time has come for you to get out of the nest, Charlotte. Try your own wings.
You mean go home?
No. Go out and take a good look at the world. On your own. Forget you're a hidebound New Englander. Meet people. Talk to them.
I'd be afraid.
Charlotte, the other day I referred to a quotation. Do you remember?
Yes. You said it was from Walt Whitman.
That's right. Well, I've had it looked up. He's put into words what I'd like to say to you far better than I could ever express it. He says, "Untold want by life and land ne'er granted. Now, Voyager, sail thou forth to seek and find."
I sailed in 3 days, a pleasure cruise to South America. Lisa had secured space aboard ship because a girl she knew, Renee Beauchamp, decided suddenly to go to Arizona instead. It was too late for my name to go on the passenger list, and so I was known to the deck stewards and to the head waiter as Miss Beauchamp. I dreaded the embarrassment to explain this to the passengers, so I simply avoided them and stayed in my cabin. When we reached Campos, I decided to go ashore. Renee had helped me with my wardrobe, insisted, in fact, that I take half a trunk full of her own clothes. As I came down the steps to the tender, I knew people were looking at me. I was panic-stricken. My plucked eyebrows, my new hairdo, the lipstick I wore, my borrowed clothes. At the bottom of the ladder, a man was smiling at me.
Excuse me, Miss Beauchamp. My name's Jerry Durrance. It seems you've got the only shore carriage left, and the steward suggested that you might be willing to share it with someone.
Well, really...
I know it's an inconvenience. If it's too much, just say so.
Well, if you can stand it, I should be able to.
Oh, thank you. I've enjoyed myself today. Have you? You know, Miss Beauchamp, haven't I read about you in the newspapers, the girl who jumps horses so well? Or is it tennis?
You've never read about me in a newspaper.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I guess I'm mistaken. Nevertheless, you're quite different from what I expected.
Please listen. Renee Beauchamp is in Arizona. I took her space at the last moment. I don't know why I'm telling you this, a stranger.
No, you're the stranger. You know who I am.
My name is Vale. If it ever appears on the passenger list, it will be C. Vale, Boston.
One of the Vales of Boston?
One of the lesser ones.
Well, which one, Miss or Mrs.?
It's Aunt. Every family has one, you know.
But Aunt what?
My name is Charlotte Vale. Miss Charlotte Vale. Do you mind if we go?
Well, Miss Vale, I hope I didn't offend you. You know, it's like me to blunder just when I was going to ask you for a favor. I've got some shopping to do for my daughters, and, well, I need a woman's help.
Of course. A spinster aunt is an ideal person to select presents for young girls.
Miss Vale, I wish I understood you.
He wishes he understood me. He wishes.
You know, I think we did very well. The jewelry's just right for Beatrice and the sweater for Tina.
How old is Tina?
Here, I've got a picture. This is my harem, all girls.
Who is that knitting?
Oh, that's Isabel, my wife. Picture isn't very good of her. She'd only looked up and smiled. And that's Beatrice next to her.
Then that must be Tina sitting cross-legged on the grass.
Yes. We hope she won't have to wear glasses all her life. Tina wouldn't smile for me either. She's convinced she's an ugly duckling.
Does Tina know she wasn't wanted?
Now, there's an odd remark.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why I made it.
Well, I mean odd because it's so close to the truth. Even before she was born, her mother... Well, never mind that. Here's a slight offering for being my guide today. It's a mixture of several kinds of flowers. It's called Jolie Fleur.
Oh, thank you very much. I'll put some on my handkerchief tonight.
Will you? Good. Let's meet in the lounge for a cocktail before.
All right. In my hand as I walked away was the bottle of perfume. My heart was beating wildly like a schoolgirl's. It was the first gift any man had ever given me.
Hello.
Hello.
Sit down, Miss Vale. You know, you made a striking impression over there as you stood in the doorway looking for me.
Probably put on too much lipstick.
No, not that I noticed. I did notice that wrap at once. What's that?
What's what?
There's something on your wrap. Pinball. It's a note. Well, somebody's playing a joke on you, I guess.
Unpin it and read it.
This cape always makes an impression. I hope it'll do the same for you. What's it mean?
It means that this cape belongs to Renee Beauchamp. She lent it to me.
Oh, I see. Your wings are borrowed. Well, they suit you just the same.
No, they don't. They don't suit me at all. In fact, they're perfectly ridiculous. You're quite right. Someone is playing a joke on me. Only it's far funnier than you realize.
You aren't going, are you?
Yes, please.
Well, Jerry.
Mac and Deb, too. Well, how are you?
Hi, Jerry. We're joining your ship.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, these are my old friends, Deb McIntyre and Frank. And my new friend, Miss, Beauchamp.
How do you do? Is this Renee Beauchamp?
No, another one altogether. This is, Camille Beauchamp.
Excuse me, please. Good night.
Good night.
Oh, wait, Miss Beauchamp. I'll see you later, Deb.
Oh, sure.
Wait a minute, please. Now, why did you run out on me?
Did you have to introduce me like that?
Well, it wasn't up to me to let the cat out of the bag. Did I do wrong?
Why did you call me Camille?
Well, the only French name I could think of besides Fifi.
I suppose that's meant to be funny.
My wife calls my lighter moments trying to be funny. I intended a compliment. In that dress, you're rather like a comedian.
Likely.
You haven't a very high opinion of yourself, have you?
Perhaps this will help you know why. You showed me a photograph, now I'll show you one. A picture of my family.
Family is right. Who's this, your grandmother?
No, my mother.
Oh, a very strong character, I'd say. And these?
My brothers and their wives.
Oh, they're so much older. Who's the fat lady with the heavy brows and all the hair?
A spinster aunt.
Oh, where are you, taking the picture?
I'm the fat lady with the heavy brows and all the hair. I'm poor Aunt Charlotte, and I've been ill. I've been in a sanitarium for 3 months, and I'm not well yet. And I... Forgive me.
Of course. Feeling better?
Much. Thanks to you. Oh, many, many thanks to you.
Thanks for what?
Oh, for sharing my carriage today, and for walking my legs off sightseeing, and for helping me feel that there were a few moments when I almost felt alive. Thank you.
Thank you, who?
Thank you, Jerry. Good night.
Good night, Camille. Sleep well.
In the next few days, I learned about Jerry Durrance. His friend Deb told me. Deb talked a great deal.
Charlotte, how much has Jerry told you about his life at home?
Oh, that he was married. In fact, he showed me a snapshot of his family. He seemed very proud of them.
He would. He's right out of the age of chivalry, that boy.
If you mean thoughtful and considerate.
Oh, dishwater. You don't know what I'm talking about.
I'm afraid I don't.
I'm talking about his home, his marriage. Honestly, when I see what a woman like Isabel can do to a man like Jerry, it makes me boil.
He doesn't have to stand for it, does he?
Oh, yes, he does. His kind always do. The weak have a great strength, you know, when they're clinging to something decent and fine. He's been cursed from the very first day he met Isabel by a ruling passion not to hurt her. She's not too well, you know.
There must be something more. He married her.
Yes, he married her. Isabel was a girl who believed that a kiss required a proposal. She's been draped around his neck ever since. Well, he struggled with his architecture till she made him give it up. He wasn't making enough money. The only thing he ever loved. Isabel kept reminding him that he was now a married man with responsibilities. When they had their first child, she considered herself a great martyr. And she's played the martyr ever since. That's her grasp on him. Her martyrdom, her jealousy, and when they fail, her weak heart.
She can't have reason to be jealous.
Oh, if you mean, does Jerry have flings with other women? No. She's jealous mostly of Tina, the child she never wanted. And yet, if you could hear her sanctimonious maternal tone when she lets it leak out what a self-sacrificing mother she's been. No, Jerry doesn't know. Or if he knows, he refuses to understand and do something about it. He only insists on enduring.
And so I found out that Jerry was unhappy, too. Then one evening in Rio, our car broke down on the mountainside. We talked all night, Jerry and I. Toward dawn, I lay down beside the fire he had built. And when he thought I was sleeping, he leaned over quietly and kissed my cheek. My boat sailed without me. The next night, back at the hotel, we stood on the balcony looking over the harbor.
You can rejoin your cruise in Buenos Aires. There's a plane going down first thing in the morning. Then there's another plane going down in 5 days. It'll get you there the same day as your ship.
Oh,
You know anybody in Buenos Aires?
No,
Oh, it seems a shame to rush down there to spend 5 days alone.
but you'll be busy here.
Oh, my business can wait. And we did start off for a tour.
We started off for somewhere.
If I promise to sit at a different table in the dining room and say, "Good morning, Miss Vale. I hope you slept well," so people will hear me and never guess that I'm head over heels in love with you. Will you stay? Now, don't say no, Camille. Say, "I'll see."
I'll see. I must go in now.
No, not yet. Look at the harbor. Isn't it beautiful? Do you believe in immortality?
I don't know, do you?
Oh, I want to believe that there's a chance for such happiness to be carried on somehow, somewhere.
Are you happy then?
Close to it. Getting warmer and warmer, as we used to say as kids. Remember?
Look out or you'll get burned, we used to say.
Are you afraid of getting burned if you get too close to happiness?
I'm immune to happiness and therefore to burns.
You weren't immune last night on the mountain.
Do you call that happiness?
Oh, small part. There are other kinds.
Such as?
Having fun together. Getting a kick out of simple little things, out of beauty like this. Sharing confidences we wouldn't share with anybody else in all the world. Charlotte, won't you be honest and tell me that you're happy, too? Since that night on the boat when you told me about your illness, I can't get you out of my mind, or out of my heart either. If I were free, there'd be only one thing I'd want to do. Prove you're not immune to happiness. Oh, darling, you're crying.
Oh, I'm such a fool. Such an old fool. These are only tears of gratitude. An old maid's gratitude.
Oh, don't talk like
You
that.
see, no one ever called me darling before.
Depressa, senores. Depressa, senores.
Well, there's my claim.
Yeah.
I hate goodbyes.
Oh, they don't matter. It's what's gone before.
No, it's what can't go after.
But we'll see each other sometime.
No, we promised we're both to go home.
Will it help you to know I'll miss you every moment?
So will I, Jerry. So will I.
Depressa, senores. Depressa, senores.
Goodbye, darling.
Darling.
Goodbye. Goodbye, Jerry.
Our stars, Bette Davis and Gregory Peck, will return in Act Two of Now Voyager in a moment. Psychologists say that they can tell a great deal about what we've been doing by the way we associate words. For instance, if I say three, what other word do you think of, Libby?
Three? Why, Three Strangers.
How did you arrive at that?
Well, I've just seen a preview of Warner Brothers' new picture by that name. It's a real thriller. I can still feel the chills going down my spine.
Suppose I said three again.
Oh, since we've been talking about the picture, I think of 2 times 3, which is 6.
What has 6 to do with Three Strangers?
6 is the number of glamorous outfits Geraldine Fitzgerald wears in the picture. I counted them. Milo Anderson designed a blue negligee for her that's really the ultimate in luxury.
And if I still persist in saying 3?
Well, since we've been talking about a negligee, I'd recall that pretty underthings stay lovely 3 times as long when they're given gentle Lux care.
Yes, there are 3 things to watch out for: strong soap, hot water, and rough handling. Washing tests prove that these things make colors look faded and drab much too soon.
All sorts of misfortunes can follow if slips and nighties get harsh wash day treatment. Of course, not as harrowing as the things Peter Lorre and Sidney Greenstreet experience in the picture. But frayed straps and burst-out seams can be a personal tragedy if it's a favorite slip. Especially now when nice ones are so hard to buy.
A tragedy you can avoid with Lux Care. Washing tests proved that underthings washed the Lux way stayed lovely 3 times as long.
Yes, Lux Care is certainly thrifty.
Lux is thrifty in another way, too. A little Lux goes a long way. Use all the Lux you need to get rich suds, but don't use more than you need. Soap is too precious these days to be wasted.
And that's the first act of Now Voyager, starring Bette Davis and Gregory Peck on the Lux Radio Theater. 80 years ago, February 11th, 1946, will continue following these words.
CinemaScope, the modern miracle you see without glasses, takes you under the sea in Beneath the 12-Mile Reef, where men challenge the killer kingdom of tiger, shark, and giant octopus for booty, power, love. Don't miss Robert Wagner, Terry Moore, and Gilbert Roland in Beneath the 12-Mile Reef in CinemaScope.
Yeah, we're doing those old movie trailers now. Now Voyager was based on the 1941 novel of the same name by Oliver Higgs Prouty. It was a 1942 drama. Bette Davis, Paul Henreid, and Claude Rains starred in the motion picture. It was directed by Irving Rapper, with the screenplay adapted by Casey Robinson. And the motion picture budget was $877,000 and did $4.1 million at the box office. In today's money, it would be approaching $80 million, so not a bad haul. We will get, and the movie premiered October 22nd, 1942 in New York City, and premiered a week later nationwide. Now Act 2 of Now Voyager on the Lux Radio Theater, as it was broadcast on this date in 1946, 80 years ago.
Back now to William Keeley, our producer.
Our curtain rises on the second act of Now Voyager, starring Bette Davis as Charlotte Vale and Gregory Peck as Jerry Durrance, with Joseph Kearns as Dr. Jackwith.
Early in May, I returned to New York and went at once to see Dr. Jackwith. He was delighted with the change he saw in me, but even he didn't know how much I had changed or why. The final test was still to come when I went home to see Mother. I stood there outside her room, my heart beating wildly. In my mind, I kept hearing Dr. Jackwith's words.
Just remember that honoring one's parents is still a pretty good idea. You're going to be a shock to her. I advise you to soften the blow. Give her time to get used to you. Give her time.
Hello, Mother.
So, you've decided to come back?
You're looking very well, Mother. Lisa told me you'd been ill.
Lisa knows nothing about me. Step over there where I can see you. Now turn around. It's worse than Lisa led me to suppose. Much worse. I shall be wearing my white lace gown tonight. I'd like you to wear your black and white foulard.
But, Mother, I've lost over 25 pounds. It won't fit.
There's something else I want to say to you. Now that you have come home to take up your duties as a daughter again, I'm dismissing the last nurse. After having a room occupied on the same floor with me, and in view of my heart, I agree it's a wise precaution. You will occupy your father's room from now on. I had William move down all your things yesterday.
Mother, you had no right to move my things.
No right in my own house to move what I see fit?
Mother.
I think if you wear your glasses tonight, you'll be less of a shock to the others. And take off whatever you've got on your face. As to your hair and eyebrows, you can say that often after a severe illness one loses one's hair, but you're letting yours grow as quickly as possible.
Mother, if you'll excuse me, I'll go to my room. As I walked from the room, I knew the illusion was over. This was my life, this was my mother. This was my home, and the bars of reality were unbending. That evening, some flowers arrived. His flowers. A box of camellias. And with them, a renewal of my courage.
Charlotte?
Yes, Mother.
What are you doing in your old room?
I had my things moved back. I'm going to sleep here.
Didn't you understand I wished someone to sleep in the room next to mine?
We can get one of the maids, Mother. Perhaps Hilda.
As long as I pay the bills, I'm running this house. Please remember you're a guest, Charlotte.
Well, if I am one, then please treat me like one, Mother. Your guest prefers to sleep in this room, if you don't mind.
This is no time for humor. Where did those flowers come from?
From New York.
Who sent them?
I've forgotten the name of the florist.
In other words, you don't intend to tell me.
Mother, I don't want to be disagreeable or unkind. I've come home to live with you again here in the same house, but it can't be in the same way. I've been living my own life, making my own decisions for a long while now. It's impossible to go back to being treated like a child again.
Where did you get that dress?
I bought it in New York today.
It's outrageous. Where's the black and white foulard?
I gave it to Hilda. She was so grateful. Mother. Mother, please be fair and meet me halfway.
They told me before you were born that my recompense for having a late child was the comfort the child would be to me in my old age, especially if she were a girl. And on your first day home after 6 months' absence, you behave like this.
Mother, wait for me. I'll go downstairs with you.
Thank you. I prefer to go alone.
Mother, please. You know you're not supposed to. Mother! Dora, come here quickly. Mother's fallen downstairs. She was not badly hurt, a torn ligament in her ankle, but it was enough to keep her in her bed during the party. I was a great surprise to the family that night, and as they left, one of the guests stayed on to speak to me at the door, Elliot Livingston.
Well, Miss Vale?
Well, Mr. Livingston?
You know, I still can't get over our not having met.
Well, as a matter of fact, we have. Once and almost twice.
Oh, I'm mystified.
Well, the once was when we were children. You were the only boy who danced with me at dancing school. And the almost is when you were supposed to usher at my coming-out party and didn't show up.
I'm covered with shame.
I shouldn't have told you it wasn't nice.
Well, I hope you're going to allow me to make up for my past rudeness. May I telephone you sometime?
Of course, any time. Good night.
Good night.
How's your ankle, Mother?
Extremely painful.
I'm so sorry.
I've been doing some thinking as I've been lying here in pain, listening to you all having a good time downstairs. How much did that dress cost?
It was frightfully expensive. Go to sleep now, Mother. I'll tell you about it in the morning.
To whom did you charge it?
To whom I've always charged my clothes, Mother.
And you expect me to pay for articles charged to me of which I do not approve?
Well, I could pay for it myself. I've saved quite a little money. I have about $5,000.
$5,000 won't last very long, especially if your monthly allowance were to be discontinued.
Oh, I see.
Charlotte, I'm willing you should occupy your old room until I dismiss the nurse. That will give you a chance to think over what I've said. I'm very glad to give a devoted daughter a home under my roof and pay all her expenses, but not if she scorns my authority.
Well, I could earn my own living, Mother. As a matter of fact, I've often thought about it. I'd make a very good head waitress in a restaurant, or I could...
You may think that very funny, but I guess you'd be laughing out of the other side of your face if I did carry out your suggestion.
I don't think I would. You see, Mother, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. Summer, winter, and then spring again. Between Mother and me, there was a sort of armed truce. In her own way, I think she respected me for what she called my stubbornness. And then there was the matter of Elliot Livingston.
Why haven't you accepted Elliot? Do you imagine there's a Livingston waiting for you on every corner?
I've been waiting to see how you feel about it, Mother.
You know well as I do. Makes no difference to you how I feel about it. You always do exactly as you please.
I think you're pleased.
I'm nothing of the kind. I'm only so astonished that you, of all the family, should bring such a feather to the family cap.
Then if you really do approve, Mother, dear, why...
Keep all that soft talk for Elliot.
Mother, there's no one like you. That night I told Elliot I would marry him. Our wedding was set for June. Mother was pleased, and I was too. Then 3 weeks before the wedding, I saw Jerry again. There was a party at George Weston's house. In a room full of people, I saw him, and it was just as if we'd never been apart. George noticed immediately.
Why, what's the matter, Charlotte?
George, I think I know that man over there.
Oh, Jerry Durrance. He's been doing a job for me since March. Architect for the medical center. Shall I tell him your name or let him guess?
Oh, let him guess.
Right. Come along. Oh, Jerry, here's someone who thinks she's met you before.
Why, yes, of course. You do look familiar. Now, don't tell me your name. I've got it. Beauchamp, isn't it? Camille Beauchamp?
I'm sorry, Jerry, but you're wrong.
My name is Vale. I met you on a pleasure cruise once.
Oh, yes, Miss Vale. I hope you'll forgive me.
I'll leave you two alone to make your own peace.
George tells me you've been in Boston quite often, Mr. Durrance. And I didn't know.
Oh, yes, several times. You look simply glorious.
An architect. Oh, Jerry, I could cry with pride.
I wanted horribly to call you up. I walked by your house on Marlborough Street. Once I almost rang the bell.
Oh, why didn't you? Tell me about Deb and Mac. You introduced me to them on the pleasure cruise, remember?
Oh, they're all fine.
And how is Tina?
Well, Tina, we're having quite a bad time with Tina.
Tell me about it.
I'm afraid we've got to send her away somewhere. Doctor thinks she shouldn't be with her mother. I took her to see Dr. Jackwith. He was highly recommended to me by this Camille Beauchamp I mistook for you. Charlotte, I've got to see you. May I come to your house tonight? I won't stay but 10 minutes. I must talk to you.
Yes, I'll be waiting. Hello.
Hello, Charlotte.
Jerry, why haven't you come? I've been home for hours.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm leaving tonight on the midnight.
But why?
Well, I've got to get back on business. I heard the news. You're going to marry Elliot Livingston.
Oh, I wanted to tell you.
I just wanted to say I think he's a fine person and...
Jerry, where are you now? I've got to see you.
Charlotte, I think it's best that we don't.
Are you at the station?
Goodbye.
Jerry. Jerry, wait.
Charlotte, you shouldn't have come.
I had to. I want to talk to you about Elliot.
Why are you marrying him? Are you in love with him?
No, not like we are, not like us. I thought it might grow to be something like it. I thought I was getting over you, Jerry. I didn't think I'd ever see you again. You're not angry with me.
Oh, no, only with myself. It was rotten of me to make you care, and then because of some noble sense of duty to leave you to get over it the best way you could. And there isn't a thing in the world I can do about it. Isabel depends on me more and more. She's ill and getting worse. Then there's Tina. Even if I could chuck everything,
I wouldn't
Charlotte...
let you, Jerry. I knew you were married, and I walked right in with my eyes wide open. But you said it would make you happy.
It has. I've got back my work, and that's due to you.
Oh, I'd been hoping you'd say that.
I'm more understanding for Tina. I'm kinder to Isabel, so don't blame yourself.
Well, then don't you.
That's different.
It's not. Shall I tell you what you did for me? You made me feel important. You were my first friend. And then when you fell in love with me, I was so proud. And when I came home, I needed something to make me feel proud. And then your camellias arrived, and I knew you were thinking about me. Oh, I could have walked into a den of lions. As a matter of fact, I did. And the lions didn't hurt me. Please take back what you said.
If you marry Elliot Livingston and have a full and happy life, I will.
I'll try.
I'll look for you around every corner. Goodbye, darling.
Goodbye, darling. I did try. I wanted to marry Elliot, but it was of no use. We broke it off by mutual consent. And I knew then I would never have a home of my own, or a man of my own, or a child of my own.
Why did you break the engagement?
Because I don't love him, Mother.
Have you no sense of obligation to your family? Or to me? Here you have the chance to join our name, Vale, with one of the finest families in the city. And you tell me you're not in love. You're behaving like a romantic girl of 18.
I don't doubt it.
And what do you intend to do with your life?
Oh, get a cat and a parrot and live alone in single blessedness.
You've never done anything to make your mother proud. Nor to make yourself proud, either. Why, I should think you'd be ashamed to be born and live all your life as Charlotte Vale. Miss Charlotte Vale.
Dr. Jackwith says that tyranny is sometimes an expression of the maternal instinct. If that's a mother's love, I don't want any part of it. I didn't want to be born. You didn't want me either. It's been a calamity on both sides. Oh, Mother, let's not quarrel. We've been getting along together so well lately. It was a horrid thing to say. Forgive me. Mother. Mother! Dora, she was sitting there and we quarreled. We quarreled. I did it.
We pause now for station identification. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Act 3 of Now Voyager, starring Bette Davis and Gregory Peck, will follow in a moment. Meanwhile, I want to introduce our guest of the evening, the #1 smoother of wheels at the David O. Selznick studio. Miss Lydia Schiller, who bears the title of scenario assistant. Reading scripts is one of your chores, isn't it, Miss Schiller?
Yes, and I work on scenarios, too. I sit in on story conferences and then follow through on production details.
What are you working on now, Lydia?
Duel in the Sun. It has over 1,000 people in the cast.
And stars, I understand, Jennifer Jones, Joseph Cotton, Gregory Peck, and a host of others.
That's right, Mr. Keeley. It was 2 years in preparation, 1 year shooting, and cost over $5 million.
With the Technicolor picture of that scope, you must have had many problems.
We certainly did, Mr. Keeley. Now take the costumes, for example. Mr. Kennedy will be interested in how we kept them looking so lovely and fresh.
How was that, Miss Schiller?
We used Lux, naturally. We luxed all the blouses, lingerie, washable gowns, and, of course, stockings.
That helped keep down the stocking bills, didn't it?
You're perfectly right, Mr. Kennedy. We had very little run trouble because stockings were luxed after every day's shooting.
You found out by experience what has been proved by actual test. Strain tests made by a famous laboratory proved Lux cuts down runs amazingly. A strong soap and rubbing with cake soap made runs come quickly. Stockings actually lasted twice as long with Lux.
Yes, we're luckier than the girls who lived in the days of Duel in the Sun. It takes place in the 80s, you know, in Texas.
Before Lux was invented.
And a wonderful invention it was, Mr. Kennedy.
Thank you, Miss Schiller. And now, a suggestion. Don't get discouraged if you don't find Lux the first time you try. Your dealer will have more soon, and Lux is worth waiting for.
Most likely, Gregory Peck's appearance in this adaptation of Now Voyager was likely to promote Duel in the Sun, as you heard mentioned there, and you heard the audience love that Gregory Peck was going to be back on the screen. And that was released in 1946 as well. You gotta love it. King Vidor, the big movie producer at the time, David O. Selznick, a director, I should say. David O. Selznick was the producer at the time. And that was the big movie. It cost $6 million to make and brought in $20 million at the box office. A good chunk, but still not what I'm sure they wanted. We'll have the conclusion of Now Voyager from 80 years ago, February 11th, 1946, on the Lux Radio Theater. But first, a word, please.
CinemaScope sweeps you into the raging tide of India in King of the Khyber Rifles. On the scientifically created CinemaScope screen with stereophonic sound, see Tyrone Power, Terry Moore, Michael Rennie in King of the Khyber Rifles in CinemaScope.
Now back to the conclusion of the Lux Radio Theater, as it was broadcast 80 years ago today, February 11th, 1946.
Here's your producer, Mr. William Keeley.
We continue with the third act of Now Voyager, after which I hope you'll come backstage with us to meet tonight's stars. Bette Davis appearing now as Charlotte, and Gregory Peck as Jerry Durrance, with Joseph Kearns as Dr. Jaquith.
My mother was dead. I had quarreled with her, and I couldn't shake off the feeling of guilt. It grew worse and worse until at last I had to get away. I went back to the only refuge I had ever known, back to Cascade.
How are you, Miss Vale? Dr. Jaquith wired you were coming.
Hello, Trask.
Well, for goodness sake, I hardly know you.
Oh, of course.
I expected you hours ago.
It's been a long drive. I'm tired. You suppose I could go to my room right away?
Certainly. I put you in 18. Your old room, remember? I thought it would make you feel more at home.
Oh, thank you.
How was Dr. Jaquith?
Same as ever, handing out common sense instead of sympathy. Trask. That child over there at the table, who's she?
A problem if I ever saw one. Her name is Christine Durrance. Oh, excuse me a second. I'd better see about your bags.
Tina Durrance, Jerry's child. She sat alone over a picture puzzle, her eyes dull and staring behind her glasses, her plain little face tightened into an expressionless mask. I went and stood beside her chair. She turned away from me. Hello. What's the picture supposed to be?
I don't know.
Do you mind if I join you? I'll collect all of the pink pieces.
I know who you are.
You do?
You're my new nurse.
No, I'm not.
You can't fool me. And I know why you've come here. To make sure I don't run away from this place again.
Oh, did you run away from here once? I didn't know. What's your name?
You know my name. That's why you stood there and stared at me.
Oh, that was very rude of me. But you see, you reminded me of somebody.
Who?
Well, if you must know, myself. Of course, at your age.
Oh, Christine, your schedule calls for you to spend the evening with the young people next door.
They don't want me.
Oh, nonsense. Of course they want you. I've got a fine ping-pong game all fixed up for you. Barbara and Betty against you and Bob.
But he's the best player here. And I'll be the worst one. I'll just die.
Now you'll do nothing of the sort.
Please, 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 don't make me. Oh, don't make me.
Now,
Don't make her trust.
But the doctor wants Christine to have exercise in the evening.
I'll see that she has some exercise. I have to take my car down to the town and leave it at the garage to be washed. Christine could go with me.
Oh, yes.
I'm sorry, Christine, but
please let me go with this lady. I'll drink all my cocoa tonight if you will.
For goodness sake, Christine, don't carry on. Go get your coat.
Thank you, thank you.
I'm sorry, Trask. I couldn't help it.
I thought you were too tired to do anything but just crawl into bed.
I suppose Cascade has performed another miracle on me. Tina's room was next to mine. Late that night, I heard her. She was crying. Tina, what's the matter? Don't be afraid. What is it, Tina?
Oh, don't leave me.
I won't till you're asleep. Tell me what's the matter.
I'm ugly and mean and nobody likes me.
Tina, you?
I'm not pretty in the least. And they hate me. They all hate me.
Who are they?
Everybody. All the kids at school, Miss Trask and the nurses and the doctors. Oh, there must be something terribly wrong with me.
Do you like them, Tina?
Oh, no, I hate them.
That's the trouble. If you want people to like you, you've got to like people.
I bet you're only fooling me.
You try it and see. And in the meantime, if it'll help you any, I like you. And I think you're very pretty and very sweet.
You do? Really?
Really. Now don't cry anymore.
Oh, why are you so good to me?
Because somebody was good to me once when I needed somebody. Now, come on, go to sleep. Close your eyes and let your muscles go all limp. There, that's better. Much better. Jerry's child was in my arms. Jerry's child was clinging to me. Jerry's child.
Well, Charles, I hear you're running Cascade now, giving orders to Miss Trask, my doctor.
You mean about that child?
Don't try to appear innocent.
But I didn't give any orders. I only requested.
I thought you came up here to have a nervous breakdown.
Well, I've decided not to have one, if it's all the same to you.
Well, go on.
I just think Tina is so unhappy here. I haven't anything to do with my time. Mightn't I be the nurse instead? I promise not to do anything again without first asking your permission. If only...
Well, just go ahead and tell me what you do.
I'd stay with her, pay attention to her, make her feel wanted and important. I'd take her camping in the woods. She adores camping.
Sounds like a wonderful break for her.
Of course, I couldn't do it without her parents' permission. I wouldn't. What would her mother say, do you suppose?
Oh, she'd accept any plan that would relieve her of the child who's always been a thorn in her side, though the lady would loudly protest if she heard me say so.
And her father, what would his attitude be?
Sympathetic and protective, possibly too protective for Christine's good. Result, resentment felt by the mother. See, the child's absence from home became desirable for all concerned, so I brought her here. I was highly recommended to the father by a friend of his, but he placed her in my care, not yours.
I suppose I'd better ask you something. How much do you remember about my trip to South America?
Well, you sent some beautiful postcards.
No, that's not what I mean. About an automobile trip I made and the man who was with me.
I never knew the gentleman's name. You never told me.
I'd better tell you now. It was Tina's father.
Tina's father?
Mm-hmm. Does that alter the situation?
Of course it does. I don't know anything about your relationship with Dorrance. I don't know how emotionally involved you are with him. I can't work in the dark.
Well, I'll tell you everything. It's over. That's it in 2 words. And Tina needs me, and I've never been needed before.
Well, I'm crazy, but if you promise to behave yourself...
Oh, thanks.
But you're only on probation. Remember what it says in the Bible. The Lord giveth, and the Lord taketh away.
How does it feel to be the Lord?
Oh, no.
Jerry had to be told, of course, and though we never saw him, he sent a message through Tina. He asked her to thank me. And then came the time when we returned to Boston, and the house was filled with young people. There was laughter and fun, and Tina coming down the stairs in a new dress and her hair all curled, and Jerry standing there.
Tina.
Daddy, oh, Daddy.
Well, can this be Tina?
Do I look nice? It's my first party dress.
You look lovely.
Do you really like me?
Oh, I love you, darling.
Tina, don't you think it'd be nice to show your father your room and your studio and everything?
Would you like to see my room, Daddy?
Oh, very much, if Miss Vale will pardon us.
How long are you going to call her Miss Vale?
What should I call her?
I don't know. Would it sound too funny if you called her my name for her?
Now, what name is that?
We decided it on the camping trip. I call her Camille.
Camille. I think it would sound very nice indeed.
Jerry, what are you doing here all alone? Come and join the party.
I want to speak to you, Charlotte.
What about?
To take Tina home.
Take her home? But you can't. Dr. Jackwith says it'll be the worst possible thing.
I don't care what he says. Charlotte, I've accomplished very little with my life, but oddly enough, I've always managed to keep my self-respect.
How am I to interpret that?
By recognizing the sacrifice you're making and admitting it. I can't let you do it, Charlotte. I can't go on forever taking from you and giving nothing.
Jerry, that's the most conventional, pious speech I've ever heard. Oh, forgive me. I know it's your pride, isn't it? Let me explain. You will be giving. Don't you know that to take is sometimes a way to give? The most beautiful way in the world if two people love each other. You'll be giving me Tina. Every single day I'll be taking and you'll be giving.
That's very kind of you to put it that way.
Then is it something that Tina has said? Don't you think she's happy here?
Happy? She told me upstairs she loved you almost as much as she loves me.
Well, what is the reason? Is it something about us?
Well, of course it's about us. Why didn't you marry Livingston? I'll tell you why. Because I came along and ruined him for you. And now my child comes along and claims all your attention and takes your whole life when you should be trying to find some man who'll make you happy.
Some man who will make me happy. Oh, so that's it. Here I've been laboring under the illusion that you and I were so in sympathy, so one, that you'd know without being asked what would make me happy. And you come up here to talk about some man. Jerry, you haven't the slightest conception of what torture it is to love a man and be shut out, to be always an outsider and an extra.
Charlotte.
When Tina said she'd come and stay with me, it was like a miracle, like having my own child, a part of you. I thought you'd understand, but evidently you don't. Again, I've been just a sentimental fool. It's a tendency I have.
Oh, wait a minute. I thought... I was afraid you were keeping Tina out of pity.
Pity?
But there wasn't any pity in your voice just now. I feel very small, Charlotte, and very much ashamed. I'll never doubt you again.
Thank you.
Come here. Come here, Charlotte.
No, Jerry, please. Let me go. Listen, darling, Dr. Jackwith knows about us. When he said I could take Tina, he said, you're on probation. Do you know what that means? He allowed you to come here as a test. And if I can't stand the test, I'll lose Tina, and we'll lose each other. Jerry, please help me.
Shall we have a cigarette on?
Yes, please.
May I sometimes come here?
Oh, whenever you like. There are people here who love you. And it won't be for this time only. That is, if you'll help me keep what we have. We could talk about your child.
Our child.
Thank you.
There's something else I want to tell you. I don't know how. Charlotte, I'm not afraid of what's ahead for us. We have a certain immunity, you and I. It's a strange kind of love, isn't it, that keeps us apart. But it's stronger than both of us together. And it won't die. You believe that, Charlotte? And you will be happy.
Oh, Jerry, don't let's ask for the moon. We have the stars.
Bette Davis and Gregory Peck will return for a curtain call in just a moment. I read the other day that a neighbor of ours was getting married. So when I met her younger sister, I asked about Mary. Susie gave me a withering look.
She gives me a pain.
What now?
Well, the airs Mary puts on. She came into the kitchen last night while Mom and I were doing the dishes. And, of course, she hasn't touched a dishcloth since she's been dating Fred. Here was Mom, up to her elbows in suds. What do you suppose Mary said?
From your look, it wasn't good.
The nerve of her. She said she couldn't possibly wash dishes when she got married because Fred's always raving about her soft white hands, and she doesn't want to spoil them.
And what did your mother say?
Well, I spoke up before Mom had a chance. I said if her eyes weren't on Fred so much, she'd see that box of Lux right on the kitchen sink, and she'd have taken a look at her own mother's hands. Why, since Mom changed to Lux, her hands look divine.
So then what?
So Mary did take a look at Mom's hands and kissed her and said whoopee. And off she went.
To buy a box of Lux Flakes?
No, of course not. She had a date with Fred. But I could see she was impressed.
Well, it is impressive, Susie. You see, the Lux people made a lot of actual tests.
What kind of tests, Mr. Kennedy?
They had women wash dishes with strong soaps. And you should have seen their hands.
Like Mom's used to be, I guess. All red and rough.
Yes. Then the same women changed to Lux Flakes, and their hands became soft and smooth and lovely again.
Well, Mom says it costs hardly anything to use Lux for dishes. She says a big box lasts and lasts.
That's true. Lux does go further. Lux does up to twice as many dishes, ounce for ounce, as other leading soaps tested. Your mother's a smart woman, Susie, and I'll bet your sister Mary will take after her. Here's Mr. Keeley with our stars.
It gives me great pleasure to bring back to the footlights for their curtain call Bette Davis and Gregory Peck, who appear together for the first time on any stage.
It seems natural to be on a stage with you again, Bill.
And it's been a real privilege for me to play opposite Bette.
Bette, I want you to know how proud we all are of the honor accorded you in Mexico as the first American screen star to be included on their roll of honor.
What was the occasion, Bette?
Well, it was a screening of The Corn is Green in connection with the opening of a campaign to educate all Mexicans to read and write.
And thousands of Mexicans who learn to write will be sending you and Greg fan mail, that I'm sure. Greg, I'm happy to see that your boss, David O. Selznick, won the December Box Office Blue Ribbon Award for Spellbound.
Yes, I feel mighty lucky to have been in that picture, Bill.
Oh, I don't think it was luck. I think for both of you, success was predetermined.
It's a very nice thought, Bill. What do you mean?
Well, you may not know it, but you were both born on the same day in April. And from ancient law, you know how the stars affect our lives.
Well, I know how stars like Bette Davis affect mine.
Well, I'm talking about the celestial stars.
Well, I'm afraid that subject's a little over my head, Bill.
Well, perhaps we'd better gravitate to the stars we're having in this theater next week.
That's better, Bill. Who are they?
They represent two generations of fine acting, Lionel Barrymore and Margaret O'Brien. In the 20th century, Fox hit Captain January. Captain January is a story of a bluff and salty lighthouse keeper and the light of his life, a little girl named Star. A story of how they face an often hostile world together, bound to each other by tenderness and understanding.
They should be wonderful together in that play, Bill. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. You took us on a very pleasant voyage. Before we part, may I leave with you a grave and vitally important message. In the recent war, we learned what loss of life and limb can mean in terms of human anguish. And yet in America today, there is a shocking toll of lives and human injuries through carelessness. Carelessness that since Pearl Harbor has killed more Americans at home than lost their lives in battle. Yes, it doesn't seem possible, but it's true. Most accidents are preventable if each of us will assume responsibility. Especially on public highways, drive with care. Observe all speed and traffic regulations. Be ready for unforeseen emergencies. Help stop the growing scourge of accidents throughout America. Our sponsors, the makers of Lux Flakes, join me in inviting you to be with us again next Monday evening, when the Lux Radio Theater presents Margaret O'Brien and Lionel Barrymore in Captain January. This is William Keeley saying good night to you from Hollywood.
In reviewing the wartime record of the motion picture studios, their stars, executives, and personnel, America can be proud that its great entertainment industry, mobilized for victory, received the commendations of 2 presidents of the United States. Also, the commendations of the Secretaries of War, the Navy, and the Treasury, as well as of the commanding officers of every military branch in every theater of the war. For its unstinted service in the cause of victory, the motion picture industry has earned the gratitude of all America. Bette Davis will soon be seen in the Warner Brothers picture, A Stolen Life. This program is broadcast to our men and women overseas through cooperation with the Armed Forces Radio Service. Our music was directed by Louis Silvers. Our Lux Radio Theater production of Now Voyager, starring Bette Davis and Gregory Peck, has come to you with the good wishes of the makers of Lux Flakes, the safe, gentle flakes smart women everywhere use for all nice washables. This is your announcer, John Milton Kennedy, reminding you to tune in again next Monday night to hear Captain January with Margaret O'Brien and Lionel Barrymore.
The Spry Treat of the Week. Tender golden Spry pancakes to put you in high on brisk winter mornings. Taste the delicate flavor difference in pancakes made with Spry, the pure all-vegetable shortening that gives all your cooking a boost for the better. Rely on Spry.
Next week's Lux Radio Theater presentation, Captain January, is based on a novel by Laura E. Richards, published and copyrighted by L.C. Page & Company. Be sure to listen. And why not tune in a half hour early to hear Joan Davis over most of these stations? This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
And that was from 80 years ago, February 11th, 1946, the Lux Radio Theater, here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Okay, coming up on our Thursday show, Crime, Gerald Moore as Philip Marlowe, Dick Colmer as Boston Blackie, Stotts Cotsworth as Casey Crime Photographer, and another episode of Inner Sanctum Mysteries. And this episode, as we'll hear from Inner Sanctum, well, you just have to listen. On Friday the 13th, Dangerous Assignment, Brian Donlevy, Sherlock Holmes with Sir John Gielgud and Ralph Richardson, and then Dark Fantasy and Quiet Please. On Saturday, our regular Western lineup with Gunsmoke, Have Gun, Will Travel, The Six Shooter will be joined by Red Rider from 1942. On Sunday, we'll have an episode of the Lux Radio Theater, again, from 1937, Brewster's Millions, starring Jack Benny. Also, You Bet Your Life, starring Groucho Marx and George Burns and Gracie Allen, along with Fred Astaire. On Monday, we'll have more crime with yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring John Lund from 1954, Dragnet from 1954, Sidney Greenstreet in The New Adventures of Nero Wolfe from 1951, and The FBI in Peace and War, Strictly Business from 1955. Tuesday, we'll get to comedy with the Screen Directors Playhouse production of It's in the Bag, the Theater Guild on the Air, Walter Houston, in the 1946 production On Borrowed Time, and the CBS Radio Workshop production of Space Merchants. And you might want to call it a satire of sorts. And a week from today, we will get into serious belly laughs with Phil Harrison, Alice Faye, Jimmy Durante, Fibber McGee and Molly, and Robert Young in Father Knows Best. That's the week ahead here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Anytime online at classicradio.stream, classicradio.stream to support the podcast. Coming up next, Harold Lloyd hosting the whole Old Gold Comedy Theater, and they're adapting another motion picture starring George Murphy and Lucille Ball, and that's next.
A celebrated bestseller comes to life in the most monumental achievement in entertainment history. 20th Century Fox presents Darryl F. Zanuck's The Egyptian in CinemaScope, starring Gene Simmons, Victor Mature, Gene Tierney, Michael Wilding, Bella Darby, Peter Ustinov, and Edmund Purdom as The Egyptian in CinemaScope.
Harold Lloyd produced A Girl, a Guy, and a Gob, And it was a 1941 RKO Pictures release. Cost $412,000 to make, but it only pulled in $848,000 at the box office, which wasn't good at all. Of course, it was released in March of 1941 in Honolulu, March 22nd in L.A., and went national in April of 1941. You had two people who were not greatly known, but George Murphy, a good actor, Lucille Ball, funny lady, Edmund O'Brien also was in the original picture, and one would think it could have done a good job. Problem is, only a couple of people watched it and liked it on Rotten Tomatoes. Best rating was 3 stars, so I don't know, maybe it didn't go real well. But let's listen to it, shall we? Because you got names on the radio that were originally produced by Harold Lloyd, George Murphy, Lucille Ball, the original stars. Let's listen to A Girl, a Guy, and a Gob in the Old Gold Comedy Theater, February 11th, 1945, 81 years ago.
Hollywood, California, the makers of Old Gold cigarettes present the Comedy Theater. The only radio program that brings you every week the greatest stars in the greatest comedies. Tonight's play, RKO's A Girl, a Guy, and a Gob, starring George Murphy and Lucille Ball. And here is the director of the Old Gold Comedy Theater, Mr. Harold Lloyd.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You know, we on the Old Gold Comedy Theater make a habit of defying tradition. For example, in casting tonight's play, A Girl, a Guy, and a Gob, instead of doing the usual thing and getting the stars of the film version, we're trying a new approach. We've got the stars of the film version. And here they are, George Murphy and Lucille Ball.
Good evening, and to continue this remarkable coincidence, the director of tonight's show was the original producer of the picture, Mr. Harold Lloyd.
And to continue, George, you and I were signed to play the roles on the Old Gold Comedy Theater on Sunday, February 11th, and here we are.
Amazing, Lucille.
Astounding.
Unbelievable.
Lucille, I hope that you get as big a kick out of playing the role of Dorothy Duncan tonight as you did the role you played in the forthcoming Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer production, Without Love. How about you, George? Are you ready to play the role of Coffee Cup the Sailor?
Oh, boy, am I. I've been wearing tight pants for 2 weeks.
How about you, Lucille?
Harold, take it easy.
Heaven help a sailor on a night like this. Well, let's get to work. Uh-oh, I forgot one thing. There's another guy in this picture. His name is Stephen Herrick of the firm of Martin & Herrick. He's taking his girl to a concert in Carnegie Hall, where a famous pianist has drawn an enthusiastic audience. And wouldn't you know it?
This is preposterous, Usher. This is my box.
I'm terribly sorry, sir. The young lady and her party have the tickets.
But I tell you, I lost my tickets.
I'm sorry, sir.
Mr. Herrick has had this box for 5 years.
Look, Bud, look. It ain't very often I get a chance to hear a concert, see? So would you kind of be quiet and pipe down? You already made me miss 2 arpeggios.
This is ridiculous. Call the manager. What do you want to call the manager for? He's heard the music before. He has? How remarkable.
Young lady, where did you get these tickets?
We bought them, of course, didn't we, Coffee Cup?
Sure, we bought them like she said.
So now will you please go away?
I will not go away
Oh,
until
you won't. Coffee cup, hand me my bag.
Oh, now, wait a minute, Dottie. Wait a minute. Don't get hasty.
I said give me my bag.
Okay, honey. Here you are.
Thank you. Mister, you asked for this.
Oh, my head.
Gee, and without a bomb sight.
Really, such common people. Stephen, we're going to see the manager.
Who do they think they are?
Well, I don't know for sure, Dottie, but look, maybe I ought to explain
Pair
something
of
to you.
stuffed
You see,
shirts, that's what. Coffee cup, you
hmm?
did buy these tickets, didn't you?
Well, not exactly. You see, a friend of mine came up and he gave them to me. Yeah, that was how it happened. A friend gave them to me, and...
Coffee cup, even I don't believe that.
Well, I don't either. If you want to know the truth, I found them in the street.
Oh, coffee cup, no.
Yes, I did.
I've never been so embarrassed in my life. Come on, let's get out of here.
Well, that's okay with me.
Oh, you make me...
You want to know something, Dottie? For my dough, Count Basie's got it all with this guy, Josie Iturbi.
It's not Josie, it's Jose. In Spanish, J is pronounced like H.
Oh, well, let's go.
Where to?
Let's go to a ham session. I'm a hitter bug.
Coffee cup, bend your head down, dear.
Oh, no,
Come
Dottie.
on, come on.
Do I have to?
Yes.
All right. Oh, hey, you must have got a new compact.
Good morning, Mr. Herrick.
Where's Miss Comstock? Please find Miss Comstock and tell her to come in.
Yes, Mr. Herrick. All right, Miss Duncan, this is it. Now be careful what you do and say. He's in a bad mood this morning, and he doesn't know he's getting a new secretary. All right, go on in.
Take a letter, Miss Comstock.
Mr. Herrick, Miss Comstock.
Shh, I'm trying to come. You!
Hello, I'm Miss Duncan.
Where's your bag, or is that our new secret weapon?
Oh, please, I'd like to explain about last night. I didn't...
There's nothing to explain.
Well, but I'm afraid you got the wrong impression.
Impression? Does this lump on my head look like an impression? What was in that handbag anyway, a rock?
No, but it might have been a good idea.
The incident's closed. Now, will you please get out? Where's Miss Comstock?
Miss Comstock eloped.
She can't do that to me.
Want to bet?
Will you get out?
I'm going to get out. I wouldn't work for you if it was the last job on earth. I'd take a pail and mop and crawl on my hands and knees before I'd work for a midget-minded stuffed shirt like you.
Is that all you have to say?
No, that's not all I have to say. I was in the wrong last night, but I didn't know it at the time. I gave Coffee Cup, he's my boyfriend. His real name is Claudius Cup, and that's why he changed it. I gave him the money to buy the tickets, and he lost the money on a horse. He was trying to get enough for us to have a honeymoon, you see, and, well, I didn't know he'd found yours, the tickets, I mean. I didn't find out until I was...
All right, Miss Duncan. You must have been vaccinated with a phonograph needle. Well, let's get on with this letter, shall we? To Mr. Daniel Carter, Coast State Waterway. Dear Mr. Carter...
No kidding. I'm telling you, it's beautiful, Eddie.
Ah, you're just saying that, Coffee Cup.
No, honest, I'm not. That's a nuts. You know, that's the most beautiful one I ever saw in my whole life, except maybe one I saw in Sydney, Australia.
Yeah?
Hey, what are you two gobs mooning about?
Hey, hiya, Dot. You're late.
I know. I had to take the 1 o'clock lunch hour. Who's your boyfriend?
Him? Oh, that's Eddie. He's a friend of mine off the ship. Dot, look, I want you to see something. He's got the most beautiful tattoo you ever saw in your life.
Oh.
2 rose-colored battleships on a sea of azure green with a red sun setting behind them.
Yeah.
Yeah, right here. See it?
Hey, this is in public.
Oh, he's not bashful. Go ahead, show her. Take a look at that, huh? Ain't that a honey? Oh, boy. Dot, why can't I...
The answer is no, Coffee Cup.
Just one battleship?
No.
Maybe a light cruiser?
No.
What about a rowboat?
No.
All right, I'll settle for a pair of water rings.
No tattoos.
Oh, okay. That's what I was afraid of. Always taking a joy out of life. Okay, Eddie. Show her how you can grow.
How he can what?
Grow. Eddie grows 4 inches right in front of you.
Are you kidding?
Go on, show her, Eddie. Here, stand over there against the wall like that.
Yeah, like this?
Yeah, that's right,
This
that's
I
right.
gotta
Now, look,
see.
Dot, look now. You see, he's only as high as that bird cage in the
Yeah,
window.
yeah.
Now, you keep your eye on him and watch him grow.
Hey, what's the gag?
Well, my friend here, he grows 4 inches.
You kidding, Bud?
That's what I said.
Yeah. What do you know, Phil? This guy claims his friend can grow 4 inches.
Yeah, I'm about to bust the gallus laughing. Oh, yeah? Well, take a look at this. He's already grown an inch. He was only as high as that bird cage when he started.
Hey, that's right. He is growing. He must be at least an inch taller already.
Excuse me, please. Say, what's all the crowd?
That sailor, his friend claims he can grow 4 inches.
4 inches?
Yeah.
Why, that's ridiculous.
I'd say it's ridiculous.
No, it's not. Oh, Mr. Herrick, hello.
Hello, Miss Duncan.
Oh, this is Coffee Cup. Coffee Cup, this is my boss, Mr. Herrick.
Hiya, boss. And this other sailor here is Eddie, my pal.
How do you do?
Acey-doocy.
Go ahead and show him. Show him how you can grow 4 inches, Eddie. Go on.
You mean right in front of me?
Smack dab. Just watch me.
Now watch, his heels are flat on the ground, too. Nothing phony about this. He's already grown 2 inches.
Yeah, it's a fake.
Oh, what do you mean it's a fake? He was only as tall as a bird cage when he started. He's 2 inches taller now.
And $5 says it's as tall as it gets.
$5, is it, huh?
Yeah.
Coffee Cup.
Oh, my dough's in my other pants. If I only had my other pants
Oh,
on.
Mr. Herrick, I hate to do this, but would you let me have $5, please?
$5?
Yeah.
Why, oh, yes, gladly.
Okay, you. Our money's up. Where's yours? You're holding stakes, Mr. Herrick.
Yeah, 5 smackers.
You sure you can do it, Eddie?
Yeah, remember that time in Shanghai? 4.5 inches.
Yeah, but you were drunk that night.
Where's the mark?
Right here.
That's right, mark it.
Here, you got a pencil or something, Mr. Herrick?
Oh, yes, I have.
Okay, brother, you hold it right here and mark the spot.
Well, all right, but...
Attaboy, Eddie. All right, now turn it on. You got the mark. Come on, Eddie boy. He's up an inch.
He'll never make it.
Yeah, not unless the dude with the pin punches. An inch more, Eddie. Come on, kid. 1/4 of an inch. Attaboy. You're making it. Yay!
Hey, you let that pencil slip.
I give you my word.
Hey, but Tim, I want my dough.
Oh, a welcher,
Hey,
Eddie.
keep off my face.
Hey, that's a pretty big order, Charlie, with feet like them.
Oh, is that so?
Yes, and if you don't like it, what are you going to do about it?
This.
You missed me.
I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. Come on, I say it.
Hey, be careful. You break that window.
Watch out, Mr. Herrick. That guy!
What? Oh!
Why, you big lug hitting the defenseless man. You just wait. I'll show you.
Hey, Dot, where's the boss?
Right here. That big lug knocked him out.
And who knocked out the big lug?
I did. I put a rock in my purse.
Oh, honey, you think of everything, don't you?
Act 2 coming up in just 60 seconds. Meanwhile, here's Bob Williams, who says...
When you're waiting for a table in a restaurant and folks just linger and linger over their coffee as if they're staging a sit-down strike, don't pull the chairs from under them. Say to yourself,
why be irritated? Light an Old Gold.
No question about it. There's a heap of comfort and enjoyment in a fine cigarette. But only if it isn't harsh or dry.
And so, Old Gold's fine tobaccos are conditioned with a special moisture-protecting agency we call apple honey, made from the juice of fresh apples. This actually helps prevent cigarette dryness.
And in addition, Old Gold's unique blend of many great tobaccos is enriched with rare imported Latakia tobacco, adding extra flavor to your smoking pleasure.
You want all that in a cigarette. Extra flavor, extra pleasure, plus extra special protection against cigarette dryness.
And that's what you get in Old Gold. So try a pack soon as you can. And remember, when the gremlins gang up on you, why be irritated? Light an Old Gold. And now back to Harold Lloyd and the second act of tonight's Old Gold Comedy Theater presentation, A Girl, a Guy, and a Gob, starring George Murphy and Lucille Ball. All right, Mr. Lloyd.
As Stephen Herrick found out, almost anything can happen when a guy gets mixed with a gal and a gob, especially when the gal is Dot and the gob is Coffee Cup. Anyway, Stephen Herrick was knocked out cold in a street riot, caused by the fact that some mysterious bystander didn't believe that Coffee Cup's friend Eddie could grow 4 inches. Now, Coffee Cup and Dot have taken Stephen home to Dot's house and deposited him on the sofa with a sleeping powder to calm his nerves. It is some hours later, and the Duncan household is a scene of feverish activity.
Well, it won't be long now. The doctor says Mrs. Leibowitz is doing fine. The baby will be here any minute now. Oh, Mr. Herrick, you're looking better.
Hi, Mr. Herrick. Hi, Mr. Herrick.
Well, I don't think I'm...
You wasn't feeling so good when Coffee Cup carried you in. I say you better keep that blanket over you till Ma gets round the men in your pants. Oh, 5:30. Time for the lone stranger.
Oh, get along there with you, boy. Get after him. After him, boy. Get a corner.
I beg your pardon, Mrs. Duncan.
For what?
My trousers, I was...
You don't have to beg my pardon for your pants. Coffee Cup told me how they got torn.
But would you get them for me and tell me...
Poor Mrs. Leibowitz up there having a baby, and you worry me about your pants.
Excuse me.
Hey, how are you? How you feeling, boss?
All right, but I... Oh, hello, Coffee Cup.
Oh, gee, boss, you were swelling that mix-up out there. Great, magnificent, but you got to learn to keep your left hand high, right up in front of you.
Would you mind...
Pipe down. Here comes the most exciting part. Steal
their cattle, will you? Take that. And that. And that.
I told you he got him. I knew he would. Take that. Two can play at that game, Dip Warner.
Oh, Pop, you got me. You got me dead to rights, Pop. I'm shot. You better hit the bust, boss. Besides, Pop, when he gets mad, if he shoots you and you don't fall.
You like cigars? Mr. Herrick?
Why, yes,
You got any?
Yes, in my...
I know your coat. Don't get up. I'll go get them myself.
Why does he talk so loud, Coffee
He
Cup?
used to work in a boiler factory. Got 2 bits, boss?
Why, my pants are...
Okay, never mind. You owe the pot 2 bits. Here, take a piece of paper out of the hat.
Yes, but I...
Here, let me see what you draw. 6.5 pounds? Oh, not a chance. There ain't been a Leibowitz yet under 8 pounds.
Coffee Cup. Get up there to the Leibowitzes and look after little Izzy. He just bit the doctor on the leg.
What do you want me to do, bite Izzy?
And water. Get lots of water, Coffee Cup.
Okay, Mom, I'll handle it.
My pants.
Your pants?
Your pants. Here you are.
I gotcha.
No, you didn't, Dottie. I got you.
Hiya, Bob. Hello, Ma. Where's Coffee Cup? Hey, I drew 9 pounds. Did I win the pool, Mom?
The doctor's up there now, Dottie.
Here, give me Mr. Herrick's patch, Pop. Who patched these?
I did. Not bad, is it, Mr. Herrick?
No.
Oh, sorry about the pants, Mr. Herrick, but all Pa could find for a patch was a flour bag. All you can read, though, is eventually. Why not now? Put 'em on and I'll set the table. We'll set the table. Well, come on, Pa.
We'll all set the table.
You like corned beef and cabbage, Mr. Herrick?
Yes, but really I have to run. I had an engagement.
I know. Your fiancée, Miss Grange, called.
Oh, you didn't tell her that I...
No, I simply said you'd be out of the office all afternoon. Listen. It's another new Leibowitz. Long live Leibowitz number 9.
Hey, Dottie, it's here.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Montgomery Leibowitz. Happy birthday to you.
Hey, who won the raffle? Who threw 6.5 pounds?
Why, I did.
Hey, what do you know? The boss won it.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday
You know, I think after dinner we all ought to go out and paint the town red. What do you say, boss?
Well, I had another engagement.
Oh, Doctor, come on, boss. Say you'll go.
Well, okay. For a little while.
Okay, what a day.
I'm sorry I'm so late getting back from lunch, Mr. Herrick.
Well, that's all right.
Oh, I got a pretty good excuse, though. Look.
Why, it's an engagement ring. Let me see it.
Yeah. On a clear, sunny day, if you're standing in the right spot, there's a sparkle.
Congratulations. It's very lovely.
Well, you didn't have to say that.
It's the sentiment it stands for. You and Coffee Cup have started with a swell foundation.
Mm-hmm. And this is the cornerstone.
By the way, why do they call him Coffee Cup? He doesn't look like a mug to me.
Haven't you ever noticed his ears?
Well, ears or not. Ears or not, Coffee Cup certainly is a lucky guy.
Well, you sure had better be lucky tonight.
Oh? You getting married tonight?
No, tonight he's wrestling with a man.
With a man?
Yeah. They don't allow women wrestlers at the arena.
The arena?
Yeah. Coffee Cup has an important match there tonight. If he wins, we can get married before his leave is over.
You know, Dot, I shouldn't say this, but I could almost hope that Coffee Cup loses tonight.
Well, so could I. What am I saying? Coffee Cup's just gotta win.
Hey, Coffee Cup.
Nice-looking chaplain.
What do you want to ask Herrick to be the best man for?
Huh?
Don't you know he's in love with her, too?
Hey, what are you trying to cook up? Where do you get that stuff?
Well, I didn't say she fell for him. She's marrying you, ain't she?
Well, sure.
Well, he can't help it if he's stuck on her, I suppose. Besides, you wouldn't want to marry a dame no one else would have, would you?
Miss Duncan! Miss Duncan! Is Miss Duncan here?
Here I am. I'm Miss Duncan.
Oh, well, I'm Mr. Higginbotham, the staff photographer here.
How do you do?
It's the regular service of the chapel, you know. Now, if you'll all stand just a little closer together.
Huh? Oh, just a minute.
A little to the left, please, and join hands.
Well, I'm
But I'm not the
afraid you
groom.
have,
This is no time for kidding, young fellow. I can tell by the look in your eyes.
Wait a minute there, Charlie. You better take a look at my eyes, then.
You mean you're the groom?
Why, sure. In the flesh, exactly as advertised.
Well, what do you know about that? I'd have bet my last flash bulb
Hey,
that you
wait
were
a
the
minute.
one.
Coffee Cup. If this ain't pepped up, we'll have to shove off without kissing the bride.
I missed the best part of the wedding.
Say, how about kissing her now? Then if we have to run out on you, why,
Say,
you
that's
know.
an idea.
Now, wait a minute. Take it easy, fella. Look at Dot. You wouldn't mind if the fellas off the ship, you know, if they kissed you before the wedding because they're kind of late. You wouldn't mind, would you, Dot?
Of course not, Coffee Cup. It's all right with me.
Okay, mates, line up there. Jim, you're first. And you, Hal. Tom. Hey, Lee, take it easy there. Take it easy. Look out there. Louis, Mac. Okay, boss, now it's your turn.
George won, boss. You next.
Well, come on, make it unanimous, boss.
I don't have to be back on board ship.
Oh, what's the matter?
Oh, he's bashful.
Oh, look, he's bad. He can't
Everybody
do that.
kisses the
Baz.
bride.
Come on, grab him.
I got her.
Come on, kiss her.
No, let me go, please.
What's the matter?
Did we do
She was laughing.
What's the matter
Now,
with
wait a minute. Girls are kind of funny, fellas. I don't quite know what's the matter myself.
You know, sir, it was very funny, really funny, me mistaking you for the groom, wasn't it? I'd have sworn you were the man.
Yes. Very funny.
Yeah. Excuse me for a minute, will you, fellas? I guess I better go up and talk to Dot for a second. Yeah, I better.
Okay,
Yeah.
but hurry.
Yeah, we gotta go.
My leave's up at midnight.
Hey. Hey, Spindleshanks. Hey, wait a minute. Hold it. What's the matter? What's the matter, chum? Your mascara's all down on your chin.
What will he think of me?
Yep. Oh, you mean Stephen Herrick? Oh, if that's all that's bothering you.
If that's all.
Oh, I get it.
Oh, I'm sorry, Coffee Cup.
No, that's all right. It's all right. Here, blow hard.
Thank you.
Oh, you can do better than that.
I don't know what came over me.
Well, don't try to remind yourself. You know, you wouldn't believe it, but I blew up once, too. Tonight I joined the Navy. I was just about in, and then all of a sudden I boil up, and I'm not sure about it. I don't know whether I want in or I don't want in, or, you know, it couldn't be like that with you, could it, Spindleshanks?
Coffee Cup, what are you driving at?
Well, I don't know. First up, guys were all talking, and this photographer fella run in, and I just didn't think, you know. I mean, about the way you feel about Mr. Herrick.
Stephen Herrick?
Gee, I'm awful dumb sometimes.
Oh, Coffee Cup, I wouldn't have you one bit different from the way you are.
Wouldn't you? Thanks, Spindleshanks. That goes for me, too. Look, honey, I'll wait for you outside, huh? You fix
All
up.
right, I'll be right out as soon as I fix my face.
How is she? What's the matter, Coffee Cup?
Yeah, what's it all about?
Take it easy.
Yes,
take
what
it
was
easy.
the matter, Coffee Cup?
She's all right. She's all right. She just fell a little bad on account of what you might think, Mr.
What
Herrick.
could I think, other than that she's fine and sweet and wonderful?
Yeah, I know. Look, will you do something for me? Would you go in and tell her that? If it was the other way around, I'd do it for you. I just got a sneaking hunch that'll make everything all right.
Well, okay.
Hey, Eddie, where's Dot's mother?
Inside the chapel, waiting.
Well, look, will you go in and tell her, say I went to get some cigarettes.
Oh, I got cigarettes.
Yeah, I got some, too. Here's a pack. Yeah, I got a pack,
Never,
too.
well, look, I want to get some of my own. Just tell her that.
While we're waiting for Act 3, here's Bob Williams with a special word for women. Of course, the men can listen too if they wish.
Say, gals, when he says that he was just looking to see if her figure was as good as yours, don't go home to Mother. After all...
Why be irritated? Light an old gold.
Yes, smokers, you can figure on real enjoyment in the swell extra flavor of an Old Gold, plus its special protection against cigarette dryness.
Listen, Old Gold's grand blend of fine tobaccos, with its touch of rare, extra fragrant Latakia tobacco, is specially conditioned with apple honey to help preserve the natural moisture, to help prevent cigarette dryness. So for a better, keener, zestier smoke, light an Old Gold.
And friends, please remember, even though we're producing all the cigarettes possible without sacrificing any of Old Gold's quality, the men and women in our armed forces get first consideration. But we're doing our utmost to assure fair distribution of all remaining Old Golds. So if you must be content with substitute brands today, be content to know that tomorrow, if you ask, your dealer may have Old Golds. Now back to tonight's Old Gold Comedy Theater presentation, A Gal, a Guy, and the Gob, starring George Murphy and Lucille Ball. All right, Mr. Lloyd.
Well, the wedding does seem to be a bit different. The bride is there, the best man is there, but the groom has taken a powder on the pretext of trying to get some cigarettes. Now, how ridiculous. Everyone knows it's easy to get cigarettes. But right now, Dot and the best man are together. Dot is speaking.
Stephen, I wonder why it is sometimes when you're the happiest, you cry, and when you're the saddest, you laugh.
It's explained somewhere. It used to get me, but not lately. Not since I've been riding around on a pink cloud with you and Coffee Cup. Hey, where is Coffee Cup, Eddie?
That's what I'd like to know. He said he was going for cigarettes.
I have cigarettes.
Yeah, I got cigarettes.
We all got cigarettes.
Hey, wait a minute. I'll be right back.
Oh, but Stephen,
Coffee Cup! Wait! Coffee Cup! Cab. Cabby, follow that sailor on the motorcycle.
Yes, sir.
Coffee Cup!
Hey, boss, what are you doing way out here?
Came to get you.
Me?
Yeah, you're going back.
Oh, don't be depending on that. See you later.
Catch him, driver.
Okay.
Coffee Cup, you're going back. One way or another. In one piece or in sections. But you're going back.
Hey, boss, are you that serious about it?
I'll even bet on it. Hey, look out for that truck!
Coffee, you all right?
Whoa. Yeah, sure. Hey, did you see me miss the truck, boss?
And ruined the front of this store.
Oh, well.
Come on now, I'm going to take you back if I have to take you unconscious.
You know, boss, you're a swell guy, and I'm very fond of you, and I hate to do this, but... I'm sorry. Hey, driver, come here. Give me a lift, will you? Help me get him into the cab. Take it easy. Now, don't bump his head. Easy does it. There you are. Now, back to the chapel.
Okay, boss.
Okay, driver, here, help me out with it, will you?
Sure, here we are.
Here you go. Take it easy now. Here, help me prop him up against the door on the porch here. That's right. You got a pencil with you?
What for?
Well, I want to write a little note on his shirt front.
You sure pack a mean left, sailor.
Oh, thanks. There you are. I guess that does it. Come on, let's get going.
Okay.
Okay, buddy, blow your horn and blow it loud. And now take me to the Navy Yard and step on it.
Why, it's Stephen. What happened?
Look, they left a sheet of directions with him. What does it say?
It says, Dot, this guy loves you, and I know now you love him. It's a good thing I found out before it was too late. See you next time I'm on leave. Coffee Cup. P.S. The wedding's all paid for. Why don't you use it? And you and him get married. Oh, Coffee Cup. Coffee Cup.
Coffee cup. Hey, coffee cup, wait for me.
Oh, hiya, Eddie. Say, what happened back there, Eddie?
Well, she did like you told her and married him.
Uh-huh.
Hey, where was you going in such a hurry?
Oh, yeah, that. Oh, I nearly forgot. Look, Eddie, on the level. Which do you think would look better? I mean, on a man of my coloring. A blue battleship on a vermilion background, or a crimson battleship with a royal purple sky and green waves all around it.
Now, this is Harold Lloyd
George Murphy.
Lucille Ball.
saying good night to you for Old Gold. And I hope that you'll be with us again next Sunday when the Old Gold Comedy Theater presents Jack Haley, Jimmy Gleason, and Eve Arden in The Milky Way. See you then.
A Girl, a Guy, and a Gob was presented through the courtesy of RKO Studios, producers of Experiment Perilous. George Murphy appeared through the courtesy of Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, producers of the Technicolor picture National Velvet. And now until next Sunday night, don't let little annoyances get you down. Why be irritated? Light an Old Gold. Its tobaccos are conditioned with apple honey to help guard against cigarette dryness and gives you more smoking pleasure. And now this is Bob Williams saying good night for Old Gold.
The National Broadcasting Company.
81 years ago, February 11th, 1945, the Old Gold Comedy Theater here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Up next, radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Three Coins in the Fountain. 20th Century Fox presents the love story behind the love song that's sweeping the nation. Starring Clifton Webb, Dorothy McGuire, Gene Peters, Louis Jordan, Maggie McNamara. Don't miss Three Coins in the Fountain in CinemaScope.
So, technically, this didn't appear in motion pictures. And technically, it's out of line of what Suspense up until this time usually did. Suspense did not do much in the way of science fiction, and this definitely falls into the realm of science fiction. Originally broadcast on February 7th, 1950 as part of The Mysterious Traveler, the script is entitled The Man Who Tried to Save Lincoln by Robert A. Arthur was on, as I said, over on Mutual, attempting to alter the present by preventing an assassination in the past. And that's the sort of thing that Suspense really didn't dabble in. But given the fact that the show was not long for these airwaves, the folks at Suspense went for the scripts they could get that didn't cost them much money. But they did do a good job of it. Court Benson, as the man who went back to save Lincoln, did this episode. And let's listen to 64 years ago, February 11th, 1962, radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
And now, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense. Tomorrow is Abraham Lincoln's birthday. 97 years ago, Lincoln, one of our greatest presidents, died, slain by the bullet of the actor John Wilkes Booth. Many historians feel that if Lincoln had lived, our history and world history would have been profoundly changed for the better. With this in mind, we bring you now a strange and unusual drama, The Man Who Went Back to Save Lincoln. This first portion of Suspense is brought to you by Alpine Cigarettes. In a moment, Act One of The Man Who Went Back to Save Lincoln, starring Court Benson as Tom and Ian Martin as the Professor, and written especially for Suspense by Robert Arthur.
What's it like to smoke an Alpine? Well, it's like many fresh little things that please you. It's like The stirring of leaves when a breeze comes up. Like a weather vane turning in a summer sky. The way the air feels in the morning when you open the door to get the paper. That's what it's like to smoke an Alpine. Alpine is nothing at all like the sort of smoking you may be used to. Alpine is a fresh, freewheeling kind of smoke. A bright, bracing, even invigorating kind of taste, pack after pack. If this sounds good to you, try Alpine.
There's something more to smoking with an Alpine cigarette.
All right, now, Tom, give me the readings on that gauge, please. It's calibrated in years.
In years? Right. It says 1914 now. 1913, 1912, 1911, 1910, 1910. It stopped moving.
The accumulated tension is too great to overcome, but I'll try greater power. That's what I was afraid of. Field coil blew out. But at least I added a couple of years. The projective force went all the way back to 1910. That's 52 years.
Professor Hodges, what do you intend to call this invention?
Oh, well, I could call it, let's see, an electronic compressor for transmitting personality patterns across temporal gap.
Time machine would be simpler.
Yes, but it wouldn't be accurate. In one sense, a time machine is a total impossibility, believe me. But in another sense, everyone travels in time constantly.
I'm not sure I'm following you, Professor Hodges.
All right, what happened on your 10th birthday?
Why, well, I had a big party. I got a pony for a present, and I rode him all over the lawn. I can still feel the licking I got for ruining the lawn.
Now, you see, you just traveled back 28 years in time. Mentally, of course.
Yeah, I did, didn't I?
Exactly. Now, suppose I connected this apparatus to you. Suppose I then focused it on some special date in history and at some special point where I knew people were present. Are you following me?
Yes, I think so, sir.
Now, the electronic circuits would take your memory pattern, your personality, amplify it millions of times, and push it back into the past, into the mind of some person at that particular spot at that particular time.
I see.
You'd be able to think with his mind, see with his eyes, hear with his ears, and move about with his body.
Well, put it that way, it doesn't sound quite so impossible.
Oh, it's very much possible. Of course, there are difficulties.
I imagine there must be a lot of them.
Oh, the technical difficulties can be overcome, but... Well, now, for instance, suppose your mind finds itself inside the mind of a very strong-willed individual who fights you.
Ah, yes, I see the problem. He might dominate you, make you helpless.
Yes, it's all very uncertain.
Well, uncertainty is one of the natural principles of existence, Professor.
Oh. Then, would you be willing to take the risk, Tom?
Risk? You mean of a trip into the past?
That's just what I mean. Now, look, Tom, you're only 38, but you're already one of the world's foremost authorities on Abraham Lincoln.
Thank you, sir. I think I'm pretty well grounded on the subject anyway.
I've read your books, and I've followed your career ever since you were one of my students. I know that you believe Abraham Lincoln's death at the hands of John Wilkes Booth in 1865 was one of the great tragic turning points in history.
Oh, it was. If Lincoln had lived, Professor, why, this would be a different world. He would have healed the wounds of the Civil War and left us a great nation decades sooner. We would have been a world power by 1900. We would have had the strength to prevent both world wars. We'd be living in a world so much better that... I'm letting myself get carried away again, speculating about suppose Lincoln had lived.
All right, son. Suppose he had lived.
I know, but he didn't.
Tom, today is February 11th, 1962. Tomorrow is the anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Now, almost 97 years ago, on April 15th, 1865, Lincoln was assassinated. How would you like to go back across those 97 long years and save Abraham Lincoln's life? Are you comfortable, Tom? The electrodes I've attached to your head don't hurt.
Oh, I'm fine, Professor. A little excited, that's all. Even though this is just an experimental jaunt.
Oh, back to the year 1912. 50 years, a half a century. Now you see the old public library across the street? Boarded up, deserted, dead.
Yes, I used to take books out of there when I was a boy.
And so did your father.
Yes, he met my mother there. She was a young librarian, and he went in for a book. Well, it's family history. He was so bowled over at meeting her, he forgot the book and left it behind.
And he also forgot to sign his name on the library card in the back of the book. Look, Tom, I have it here. Henderson's Life of Lincoln.
The same book. And it looks as if no one's taken it out in the last 40 years.
No one has. Here's the card. Here's the line where your father should have signed. Perfectly blank. Tom, you are going back 50 years and sign that card that your father forgot to sign.
I'm going to enter my father's mind 50 years ago?
Exactly. You'll see with his eyes, hear with his ears, and think with his mind. Now remember, you're to change the past. You're to sign that library card.
Right, Professor.
So concentrate on the time. Noon, April 10th, 1912. Say it aloud to yourself.
Noon, April the 10th, 1912. Noon, April the 10th, 1912. Noon. April the 10th, 1912.
Sir!
Noon.
What is it? Are you ill?
Where am I?
Why, this is the public library. And I have the book you requested, The Life of Lincoln. Why are you staring at me so oddly, sir?
It's 12 o'clock. What's the date?
Why, April 10th, 1912.
And today's the first time I ever saw you, isn't it?
Yes.
But you're Mary Andrews from Philadelphia.
Why...
You just started working here today.
Well, yes, but how did you know?
How did I know? Why, I seem to have always known. That's queer. It's as if there were a voice in my mind telling me things.
Are you sure you're all right?
Just a little dizzy. The effect of love at first sight.
Oh, please, sir.
I mean it. Mary, Miss Andrews, will you have lunch with me?
Why,
Good, that's settled. It's lunchtime. Get your hat.
Well, all right, I will. But this book, don't you want to take it?
Oh, bother the book. Lincoln can wait. But wait a minute. There's something I'm trying to remember. Something I have to do. That's it. I do have to sign the card.
Oh, not if you don't want to.
Yes, I do. I must. There's something in my mind, something telling me not to fail. I have to hurry. Feeling a little dizzy. My name, Tom Morrison. No, not Tom. What's wrong with me? Henry Morrison. There. Card's all signed. Now
Mr. Morrison, you're so pale. Can I get you a drink of water? Mr. Morrison? Mr. Morrison? Mr. Morrison?
Look, Tom, look. The library card.
Now it's signed. My father's name, Henry Morrison.
Yes, but he started to sign it Tom Morrison. Then he crossed out Tom and wrote Henry. That proves that your personality was dominant, if just for a moment.
I know, but it was all so ephemeral.
But the point is that history was changed. You proved it can be done. And if you can do that, you can go back and save Abraham Lincoln's life. But first, we have more tests ahead of us. Tom, how would you like to go back and hear the Gettysburg Address in person?
Hey, you, take care. You pushed me.
Sorry, I felt dizzy. Where am I? This crowd.
Are you crazy? You're in Gettysburg, and this crowd has come to hear Lincoln speechify, just as I have, all the way from Washington. Now, be quiet. He's starting.
7 years ago, our forefathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we're engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated can long endure. We're met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate a portion of that field that those who here gave their lives that this nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we do this. But in another sense, we cannot dedicate.
Professor, I saw Lincoln, and I heard him deliver the Gettysburg Address. It's strange. His voice was even higher pitched than I'd imagined.
You stayed in the past a full hour. That's tremendous, Tom. Now, whose mind were you in?
Oh, it turned out to be a farmer named Evans, a simple fellow. After the first moment, I was completely in control. I could have done anything I wanted. His mind couldn't have stopped me.
That proves my theory. Now we're ready for the real thing. We'll leave for Washington tomorrow. We'll set up our equipment and instruments in the Ford Theater itself.
The Ford Theater?
Yes. And you are going to return to that fateful night and prevent that murderer's shot from being fired. Well, everything seems to be working. I was afraid the trip by truck might have jarred some of the components.
How still it is here. How hushed. It's as if not a single sound had been uttered here since the night Lincoln was shot.
Yes, past seems alive. Oh, they say that time turns back for no one, that the moving finger writes and having writ moves on. But you and I will alter the writing in the book of fate, And we can't fail. We have only this one chance.
I won't fail. Abraham Lincoln is going to live.
Never lose that thought, Tom. Now, let's work out our strategy. We have the place to ourselves until tomorrow morning. I convinced the management I was engaged in some tests that need absolute privacy, so we don't have to hurry.
Good. We have to work out where everybody was. The interior, has been changed around here somewhat since this was last used as a theater.
Well, you're the Lincoln expert. You tell me where, and I'll do the rest.
All right, well, let's see. Yes, over there was the box office. And then, over here was the entrance into the auditorium. All this space was the auditorium. There, of course, the stage. And up there, Professor, is the private box where Lincoln sat. Now, at about 9 o'clock in the evening, President and Mrs. Lincoln entered with two guests. The play had already started. A man named Buckingham took their tickets, and an usher led them up a set of stairs to their box.
Go on, Tom. I'm following. The exact movements of everyone are very important.
Well, at about 10 after 10, John Wilkes Booth sauntered in. He spoke to Buckingham, and then he went upstairs toward Lincoln's booth. In his pocket, he carried a brass derringer loaded with one shot.
And he struck almost immediately.
Yes, sir. The president had an armed guard, John F. Parker, but Parker was criminally negligent. He left Lincoln unguarded, which gave Booth his fatal chance. Well, he fired, He leapt to the stage and made his getaway. Lincoln died the next day.
Tom, son, think of it. Tomorrow, if we succeed, the history books will say Lincoln lived. All history for nearly 100 years will be changed for the better.
We'll succeed. We'll have to.
It'll depend on you, Tom. You'll have to save Lincoln and probably kill Booth. Now, let's get the equipment set up in the right spots. Yeah, everything's working. How do you feel?
Keyed up, anxious to get started. I can't tell you how excited I am.
If anything goes wrong, it can kill you, Tom.
I'm willing to take the chance, sir.
And also, if anything goes wrong, we won't get a second chance.
I know. So let's recheck now everything that I'm going to do. First, you plan to send me back into the mind of Buckingham, the ticket taker.
Well, he's the logical choice, and I hope we can count on his being a man of no great mental attainments. Success or failure may rest on that.
Yes, of course. And it'd be fatal if I found myself in the mind of someone strong and determined whom I couldn't control.
If that happens, son, do nothing. Will yourself back to your own time. Change nothing. Under those conditions, we can try again. Once you've changed anything, we can never make another effort.
Yes, I understand.
However, I don't think anything will go wrong. Now, we know exactly where Buckingham stood and can focus the temporal personality transmitter very closely. Now, Tom, you know it'll take a supreme effort.
Yes, I know, sir.
I think you will have to force the ticket taker, Buckingham, to kill John Wilkes Booth.
Very well. I will, if necessary.
Then just keep telling yourself, save Lincoln. Kill Booth.
Save Lincoln. Kill Booth. I'll think of nothing else.
And here you go. Back to 1865. Good luck.
Save Lincoln. Kill Booth. Save Lincoln. Kill Booth. Save Lincoln.
Steady, man. Steady. Well, you almost fell then. What are you mumbling to yourself about? Drinking again, is that it?
Where am I?
Why, this is Ford's Theater, of course. If you need the date, it's April 14th, Anno Domini 1865. What's wrong with you, man?
Just dizzy for a moment. So I'm here, on the scene. Ford's Theater, the night of Abraham Lincoln's assassination. I'm here.
What's that about Lincoln? Yes, of course he's here tonight. Everybody knows that.
Yes, of course. The lobby of Ford's Theater. And he hasn't arrived yet. We've done it, and I can't fail. I won't.
Oh, boy. You're in a bad way, mumbling to yourself, staggering. Now, look, you better go home, lie down, sleep it off.
I'm all right. Yes, I'm quite all right.
Shh. The play's going on, you know. You mustn't disturb the president.
No, the president. Yes, the president. He mustn't be disturbed. I'll see he isn't disturbed.
You're certainly acting strangely tonight.
Acting? Who are you to be a judge of acting? No, I mean, it's just a temporary lapse, but my name, am I Buckingham?
Well, that's a good one. Tell him, Harry, is our friend's name Buckingham?
Well, I doubt it, since your name is Buckingham.
That's right. Say, how much did you have to drink?
We missed. Somehow we missed. I'm someone else.
Buckingham, what the deuce is he muttering to himself?
It won't make any difference. I'll find him, kill him.
Look, why don't you go in and sit quietly until you're yourself again? Now, just don't make any noise.
No, I can't sit down. I've got to find someone. But who? I guess Lincoln and John Wilkes Booth. Save one, kill the other.
Oh, hey, Buckingham, help me hold him up. He's staggering. All right.
Dizzy. I've got to concentrate. On Lincoln. Booth, concentrate.
There's no whiskey on his breath. He's ill. We better get him outside.
Yeah. Come along, old fella.
No. I'm all right. It's past 10. I have something important to do. Matter of life and death. Tell me, have you seen Booth? John Wilkes Booth, the actor?
Have we seen Booth?
Yes, I want to find. It's come over me. Peculiar dizzy spell, then. Can't let that happen. I have too important a project to carry out.
That's strange. He's recovered.
Excuse me, gentlemen. I have to go in. I have a very important engagement to keep tonight. Yes, very important. A matter of life and death. Good night, gentlemen. This is a night when history will be made.
Well, that was a funny performance. He wasn't drunk, but he certainly seemed to have something on his mind.
He talked like two different men there part of the time.
Yes.
Well, with him, you never know what he's up to. Those actors. A strange bunch. Just imagine him asking us if we'd seen John Wilkes Booth.
Concentrate. Feel queer, but concentrate. Kill. Here's the door. Ah, there you are, Mr. President.
What is it, my good fellow? What do you wish?
To give you this.
Suspense. You've been listening to The Man Who Went Back to Save Lincoln, starring Court Benson as Tom and Ian Martin as the Professor, and written especially for Suspense by Robert Arthur. Suspense is produced and directed by Bruno Zerato Jr., music supervision by Ethel Huber. Featured in tonight's story were Margaret Draper as Mary Andrews, Cliff Carpenter as Buckingham, Ralph Bell is the man. The voice of Abraham Lincoln was created by Jim Bowles. Listen again next week when we return with The Old Boyfriend, written by Peter Fernandez. Another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
64 years ago, February 11th, 1962, Suspense on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Up next, Claudia.
Beat out that rhythm on a drum. Beat out that rhythm on a drum, cause here comes Carmen Jones. The show that jolted Broadway for 2 seasons now lights up the screen in CinemaScope as 20th Century Fox combines the talents of Oscar Hammerstein, Georges Bizet, and Otto Preminger. See Carmen Jones, musical marvel in CinemaScope.
Let's close out today's program with an episode of Claudia. What is going to happen with the farm? This goes back 78 years, February 11th, 1948.
Your Coca-Cola bottler presents Claudia. Claudia, based on the play and novels by Rose Franken. Brought to you, transcribed Monday through Friday, by your friendly neighbor who bottles Coca-Cola. Relax, and while you're listening, refresh yourself. Have a Coke. And now, Claudia.
Sandwich will be 50 cents, young man.
Do you think they have a specially big number of sick people in Connecticut, David?
So many drugstores, you mean?
I counted 12 in Bridgeport before we found this one.
I'm sure we're in the one Delilah Tucker meant. It's right across the street from the courthouse.
Mm-hmm.
Besides of which, it has the right name.
Oh, you can't go by names in Connecticut. I'm beginning to find that out already.
Everything has the same name, you mean?
There's an East Brook and a Northeast Brook.
Then there's the Southeast Brook and Middle East Brook and East Brook Center.
Aren't we lucky there isn't a West East Brook? That would be awfully confusing for the poor brook.
I wouldn't know which end was up.
This is Dorland's Pharmacy. But I saw another Dorland's Pharmacy on the street we crossed before we crossed the one that turned into that one.
I saw that one, too. That was C.E. Doylan's, and this is E.K. Doylan's.
Related, I wonder.
Probably, if you went back to 1765.
Probably haven't been speaking to each other since 1865.
I'd be afraid to ask. I never expected to hear from Delilah Tucker today, did you?
I suppose she's just as tired as I am of the way you men have made this whole thing so complicated and mixed up, so that nobody's doing what they want to. The Tuckers want to sell the house and we want to buy it. But instead, we're all mixed up with deeds and mortgages and claims and this, that, and the other. They aren't selling and we aren't buying, and nobody's happy except Mr. Hankins, the lawyer.
Look, Claudia, nobody wants to buy this house any more than I do.
Well, why did you fight for it then? Like with the walnut tree you were so quick to give back to Mr. Jared Tucker.
But we cannot take a chance on buying a house that we can't get a clear title to. From what Hankins said, Jared Tucker doesn't have a clear title. He had a brother, and no one knows if the brother is alive or dead.
Everybody knows he's dead. Hankins knows he's dead, and Jared knows he's dead, and so does Delilah, and so do you and I. So does everybody in Eastbrook, I bet you 20 cents.
Knowing it and proving it are two different things.
If you don't sound like Miss McGacklehatton.
Who is Miss McGacklehatton?
She taught us geometry. She was always talking about proving things that anybody could see by just looking at them.
Well, I'm honored to sound like Miss McGacklehatton. She must have been a worthy and fine young woman.
She was 78.
Well, she was young in spirit. Claudia, we aren't going to put a cent of money into a house that we can't prove is ours, no matter what Delilah Tucker says.
But I know they really own the farm.
Because Delilah Tucker called up this morning and told you so?
Mm-hmm.
We must believe Hankins. He's our lawyer. Well, darling, keep your chin up. Here comes Delilah, under a full head of steam, and I've got a feeling she thinks I'm Samson.
Good day, Mrs. Norton. Good day to you, Mr. Norton.
Oh, hello, Miss Tucker.
Hello, Miss Tucker.
Sorry I kept you waiting here. That car of Jazz is getting more and more like he is every day. Getting so you can't hardly move it at all.
I had no idea you drove a car, Miss Tucker.
How's that?
I said I had no idea you drove a car.
You sound just like my brother Jad. He got no idea that I drive either. But I taught myself to drive 20 years ago. Got tired telling Jad how to do it, so I went out and learned for myself.
Well, that's fine.
Do you want to stay here, Miss Tucker, or do you want to go somewhere else?
How's that, young woman? Can't you quit that mumbling?
Do you want to stay here, I said.
Stay here, with all the noise in here? Not me. We're going out to my car, where we can talk without being disturbed any.
That'll be fine.
I'm awfully glad you called us, Miss Tucker.
My wife means that we are very much interested still in buying the house, provided we can get a clear title to it.
Don't know what the trouble with you city fellows is. You can't seem to talk so as a body can hear you. Guess down in New York, you ain't got nobody to say that anybody else is interested in. What a fine neighborly place that must be. Well, are you coming?
Are you sure you don't want to sit in our car?
Sure, I'm sure. My car's right in front here, and I'm not aiming to miss Rupert Hankins when he gets here.
Did you say Rupert Hankins was meeting us here?
What's the matter, Mr. Norton? You don't hear so good?
Did she tell you that on the phone?
She did not. Do you have any idea what it means? All she told me was to meet her here at the drugstore.
And all Hankins told us was that she was too anxious to sell the house in the first place.
Well, are you coming or ain't you?
We're coming, Miss Tucker.
How's that?
We're coming.
That's speaking up, young fella. That's the way I like to hear you talk.
Isn't it awfully cold for you today, Miss Tucker?
Cold? Ain't had a cold in 20 years. But that brother of mine got to nurse him like he was a hothouse plant. Men.
That's the car, isn't it?
This here's my car.
Isn't Isn't the motor running?
I hope the motor's running. If it stops running, the three of us will never get it started again.
It's running.
What's the matter with you, young fella? Don't you think I can see that for myself? Well, the door's open. Get in.
You better get in first, Miss Tucker.
Good idea.
David, you better close the door. Maybe that way we can all keep warm.
I'm afraid it's going to be a little crowded in here.
Close the door, young fella.
I'll try. So cramped in here, I can't get a good swing.
Now, if you two will stop interrupting me, we'll get something done around here.
We haven't interrupted. Go ahead, Miss Tucker.
That there country lawyer, that Rupert Hankins, told you we didn't have a clear title to our land because nobody knows if our brother Samuel's alive or dead.
That's right. What's that?
There goes my motor.
Well, we'll help you start it.
Oh, don't interrupt me. Samuel's dead. The house is ours. We're selling it to you. But if I told you that, you'd change your mind and go ahead with it.
Is that all?
Of course that's all.
Where did Samuel die?
We don't know, but he did die.
Did he leave any children?
You're asking an awful lot of questions, young fella.
Now, look here, Miss Tucker.
Young fella, I ask you to stop mumbling.
If you haven't got any proof, Miss Tucker, I'm afraid we can't do anything else but forget the whole thing and go back to New York.
Well, young man, if that's the way you feel about it, I guess that's that.
Oh, that isn't the way we feel about it, Miss Tucker. That's the way Mr. Hankins makes us feel.
Claudia, we can't buy a house unless we get
I know that, David. Miss Tucker, isn't there any way you can prove that Samuel is dead?
Nope. We can prove it doesn't matter any.
You can, Miss Tucker?
Stop mumbling.
What did you say?
I said Jed, and I have a paper that proves it don't matter none whether Samuel's dead or alive, nor how many children he had. Samuel gave up all rights to that place, and we can prove it.
You can?
Does that help any, David?
Does it help? Why, if it's true, it means we can buy the house.
Miss Tucker, what kind of a paper is it?
Now, see here. Jed don't want me to show you this paper. I've been fighting with that obstinate old man for a week.
We believe it, Miss Tucker, but we've got to show it to Mr. Hankins.
That's what I've been arguing with that stubborn old mule about for 10 days. He don't even know I won. But you let me worry about that. Here it is, Mr. Norton.
Let's see. This is a quitclaim, dated July 5th, 1906. It is signed by Samuel Tucker, and it renounces on his behalf and for all his heirs and assigns any claim he may have on both your farms.
That's what it says, all right. Your husband sure can read, Miss Norton. Lucky thing Jed don't know who's got it.
Is it all right, David?
Is it? It looks fine. It looks as though this is just what Hankins needs. It guarantees the title. Why, he can get it insured without a bit of trouble.
Miss Tucker, you've certainly been wonderful. I don't know what we would have done without you.
Now, you listen to me, you two. We ain't to talk to anyone about this. We show it to Hankins, but we don't tell that blabbermouth a thing.
Tell him, but we don't know anything.
Why didn't Jared want us to see it?
You got to promise you won't let no one ever know how Jared got it.
We promise.
Jared's ashamed of that quitclaim because he won it in a poker game on Independence Day when he should have been parading with the fire volunteers.
A poker game? That could happen to anyone.
Sam was the black sheep of our family, and Jed, well, nobody in Eastbrook knows Jed even played poker. And he don't want him to know now.
But still,
If you ever breathe a word of this to anyone, I tell you, I'd like to have you young people for my neighbors. It's going to be a nice change from that stubborn old man. You see, my brother Sam was a no-good. He got Jed drunk, and he thought he'd take the farm away from him, though Jed was the older. So he got Jed to play poker with a deck of cards that belonged to our father. Jed won the house with 4 aces to Sam's 4 kings. And it wasn't till next day after Sam left for good that Jed found there was an extra ace in Daddy's deck of cards. What'd you say?
I
didn't either, Miss Tucker.
Well, there's that old blabbermouth Hankins coming over here. Just in time.
Hello, Miss Delilah. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Norton.
Hello, Mr. Hankins. Well, a lot has happened since the last time we met.
Maybe.
I'd like to read you this quitclaim executed by Samuel Tucker. See if you don't feel as I do that this clears the title to the land.
Want me to read it, eh? I, Samuel Tucker, for the sum of $1 in hand, paid, and other good and valuable consideration. Well, Mr. Norton, that's exactly what it does.
Well, that's fine. Well, we've wasted a lot of time already, and I certainly don't see any point of wasting any more.
You're perfectly right, Mr. Norton.
Thank you. I have here in my pocket a certified check, which I hand to Miss Tucker. You have the deed. I suggest that we all go across to the courthouse, where Miss Tucker will sign the deed, and then you, Mr. Hankins, can have it duly registered.
I'm going with you, but then you've got to come back here and help me start my car.
We'll love it, Miss Tucker.
That's a right neighborly thing to say.
Neighborly? Well, since we own the house, I guess that's what we are now, eh, Miss Tucker?
I expect you're going to be right good neighbors, too.
We'll try very hard to be good ones, Miss Tucker. Well, David, aren't you going to take me to the county courthouse?
You certainly had ought to, Mr. Norton, as a landowner, taxpayer of this county, and a prospective voter. Republican, ain't you? The lady's got every right to see it. Come with me, Mrs. Norton.
This broadcast of Claudia was supervised and directed by William Brown Maloney. When the butcher is fresh out of the meat you'd counted on for dinner, when the salad greens are droopy and you're inclined to feel likewise, pause for an ice-cold Coke and refresh yourself. There's probably one of those familiar red coolers for Coca-Cola right in your food store. You'll find them around the corner from almost anywhere today, and you'll find it's grand to be able to shop refreshed. Every day, Monday through Friday, Claudia comes to you, transcribed, with the best wishes of your friendly neighbor who bottles Coca-Cola. So listen again tomorrow at the same time. And now, this is Joe King saying au revoir. And remember, whoever you are, whatever you do, wherever you may be, when you think of refreshment, think of Coca-Cola. For ice-cold Coca-Cola makes any pause the pause that refreshes.
You gotta love it. Ego preventing it from being public knowledge. 78 years ago, February 11th, 1948, Claudia here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Join us for Crime on Thursday with the adventures of Philip Marlowe, Dick Culmer as Boston Blackie, Casey, crime photographer, Inner Sanctum Mysteries, the man who couldn't die, and another episode of Claudia. Thanks for being with us on this Wednesday. For more Classic Radio Theater, I'm Wyatt Cox. Have yourself a great day.